All right.
Filter in, everybody. Filter in. Trickle in. Everybody get your beers.
Oh, yeah.
Get set up.
.0.
That's our win-loss prediction. Spoiler alert. Ah, yes. It's a beautiful 68 degrees in the crow's nest. Winds blowing in from the southwest at 10 miles per hour. Listening to K-Shine. You're listening to the Pillaging Podcast, bringing the tailgate to your ear hole. Leave your feelings at the dock, because this is the realest podcast in Raider Nation. Yo. Tune in every week wherever podcasts are found. Call in and leave a message to be played on air at 408-909-PJFF. This episode's brought to you by One Nation Fanwear. Check them out at onenationfanwear.com. It's time to pillage another podcast. I'm Kenny Stapler, Bobby, Che. Crack open a cold one, these people need it.
Yes. Chelas time. Chelas.
We need it. It's warm up here.
It is warm in here, man. It is warm in here. And I'm back into my usual short game. So it's shorts from here on out, guys. There ain't gonna be no sweatpants at any point in time.
Patrina says, good evening, gentlemen. So glad to be here. Hey, we're glad to be here too, but with all due respect, Patrina, I don't see any gentlemen anywhere around this venue. But we appreciate you.
Just a bunch of delincuentes.
Give us a rundown. What you guys drinking right now?
All right, so today we got this little 12 ounce today. You cannot see the can; it's just going right into the background. But this is a Founders Unraveled IPA. It's a juicy India Pale Ale, and this bad boy is coming in. Where's the ABV? Yeah, it's coming 6.6 with 50 IBUs.
We got to stop bringing green and yellow cans in.
I know, dude. They just keep blending, man. They just keep blending.
It's a good thing we're not Packers fans, bro. We'd be just a bunch of floating heads on this podcast.
Bunch of floating hats and shades, basically, dude. That's what it would be. It's actually pretty flavorful, man. It's cloudy. It's not too clear.
Yeah, man. It's good. It's a good drinker. It's right? It's a little session. Hoppy, a little bit on the hoppier end for a session beer, but 6.6 ain't gonna kill you. Mm-hmm. Just make sure you drink a water in between. But nice flavor, not too overpowering. I'm digging it. I'm digging it, man.
I had a chance to drink one of these with you last week.
Yeah.
It's got a real hoppy punch, bam, right up front, and then it's crisp right away.
Mm-hmm.
It's clean.
It's definitely
It's refreshing.
It's
It'll
definitely
give you
good for this time of the
nice little bite to it, right?
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I hope you guys are drinking some delicious chelas too. Let us know what you got in the chat, man.
Yeah, let us know. Always send those chela pics too.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Real quick roll call right now in the live chat. If you guys haven't joined us live on YouTube, you should, because there's a cool community in the comment section. We got Saint Kaufman, who's an original pillager, up in the chat right now. Shout out to you, Saint, first and foremost. Coming straight from the pj4f.com chat section. Again, if you guys don't know about that, it's
a wild bunch. Yeah.
It's a wild bunch. You should probably stay away. We got Quinn, the Raider Racketeer. You could always tell the weather by Quinn's handle on YouTube. He very, very situational, very appropriate. He says, pillagers. Shout out to Blind Athlete, throwing out the beer emojis. You already know what time it is, brother.
Oh yeah.
I see Kevin Lurker. Welcome back. Kevin's always got some good takes. Patrina, you already heard from. Shout out to you, lady. Eddie Raider, what's good, brother? Cali Kappa, Lizette Romero, and the illustrious Gent is in the chat. He texted me earlier, so that's no surprise. It's good to see you, Gent. And I'm sure we'll see Kane in there and a bunch of others jumping in shortly. Everybody trickle in, settle in. I got my coffee.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Get that energy. We got the chelas, our version of coffee.
Our energy drink.
You can't have me drinking beer on the show anymore, man. This show goes into weird places when I'm buzzed.
We're gonna save those for the crow's nest.
Something.
It'll be coming soon.
It's coming soon. Yeah, it's right around the corner.
Yeah.
Follow us on Twitter at PillagingPod, at Kenny Stapler, at Che_PJ4F, at KaneMT6, and of course at Bobby Wasabi 4080. Yeah. You might be confused as to what his name is because he's Brother Wasabi. He's Bobby motherfucking Wasabi. He's Brother Wasabi. He's Baba Waba Labasabi. If you talk to my dad, he doesn't know what to say.
Roberto Wasabo.
Well, not only that too, but
cilantro.
It's been a minute since we've all seen each other too.
It's been a minute.
And not only that, but
it's been a while.
I'm sporting that summer look now too.
Oh yeah, Wasabi has cut off the George Lopez locks.
That's right.
And he's back into the
I'm back into the Edward James almost.
There you go.
And from what I heard, shaved his pubes into a shield. So that's cool.
Hey, dude. Game face. Right?
You got an eye patch on too? You got an eye patch down there too?
No, that's me. Oh man. Make sure if you guys are here right now, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, smash that bell. But most importantly, hit that like button. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, helps us out quite a bit. Donate. YouTube, you can go through the YouTube chat. We are monetized, or paypal.me/PJ4F if you are listening away from YouTube. We do appreciate it. A lot of great donations lately. We appreciate that. As you guys know, this is the time of the year where we like to hit that brainstorm session, think about what's new for the coming year. Sometimes that stuff costs money, and as we've been teasing for a while, there's a lot of things in the works, and we're gonna hit that stuff soon. But we appreciate all of it. Shout out to our sponsors, onnationfanwear.com.
Oh yeah,
you can see the crew. We're all wearing a little something from the collection. I got the pillaging tee on. Let's see if I can get that in cam. I don't know if I am.
The whole flashing.
There you go.
That man boob. All on the
man boob. All up on you. Yeah, man.
Podcast.
Whoops. Hit the wrong button there. There we go. Bobby and Che, both rocking lids from onnationfanwear.com. Those are quality hats, right?
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. They're they're comfortable. They fit nice. And where else are you going to get some gear that just represents Raider Nation 100%, man? You know what I mean?
Honestly,
it's nice, man.
It's some of the gear that I've gotten love from other quote-unquote fans.
Yeah, there you go.
Fan bases. They're like, yo, that's actually very clean. That's good, man. How could I get? You can't.
You can't, man. What's your team? Yeah, nope.
Yeah,
can't
no,
get that.
Sorry, yo. This ain't no. Hey, yeah, they make for your team too. Nope.
No.
Sorry.
Nope.
It don't work that way.
Jet in the chat says he really does have that shield, though, and I believe you, bro. I believe you, man. Jet's told me too many like when I first met Jen, he used to tell me things, and I was like, I don't know, man. I think this guy's exaggerating, you know? And then I'd start to run into those people, stories start corroborating, and I'm like, yeah.
You saw that shield?
Yeah, I saw that shield. Yeah, no, he's a man of his word, man. He's just got some crazy stories. It's my favorite type of people, man.
He has been around. He's traveled the world, man.
Yeah, I do.
So of course he's gonna have some wild ass stories, man. Yeah.
Same thing. I had a friend named, we'll call him Greg on the show because that's what we called him in real life. That's not his name. That's not even close to his name. We call him McGregor. But he used to tell us crazy ass stories, man, about his time in Bakersfield. And we used to always thought this guy was just so full of shit, man. I went to Bakersfield for a job training. It was a shit job. Trust me. I know that's what you're thinking. And yes.
Who goes to job training in Bakersfield, man?
And I'm drinking at a bar down there. And I run into some dude that knows my friend. And he starts corroborating all these crazy stories, getting shot, trying to steal his PlayStation back from some dude jumping out the window. Like, wild stuff. I don't know. Some people with the crazy stories, like, what do they say? The truth is stranger than fiction.
There you go.
Yeah, that's true.
I believe that.
There you go.
I love stories. Of course, DC4L Custom Tees, another sponsor of ours. Yeah. You can get a lot of stuff out of DC4L. It doesn't stop with Raiders gear. A lot of cool, just creative T-shirts over there, and they do custom stuff. So if you want something original put on a T-shirt and you have a design already ready to go, or maybe you need a little help for design, don't hit up OneNation. Hit up DC4L Custom Tees. That's the place to go to get your custom printed tees. Yep. Right there, available online. You and your friends can all buy them. Boys are drinking out of some custom engraved glasses from Bathkey Engraving. You can go to bathkeyengraving.etsy.com. That's Bathkey, Bath with a K-E on the end. So there you go.
There you go.
And of course, shout out to Sal's Mexican Restaurants.com, where you get the finest California Mexican food delivered right to your doorstep, including some of the best table salsa I've ever had in my life.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's great.
It's delicious.
And if you really love it, they also got that body pillow size, too. so trust me, you won't run out.
Yeah.
They'll hook you up.
You'll start off with a little tub, right? Start off by ordering yourself a little tub. And once you wax that, then go big. But be prepared. Because when you go big, you're going to get more than you asked for.
Yeah. I was going to ask Sal if we can maybe get like a sport nozzle on that body pillow.
Bro, why don't we just got to make a fucking Franzia box for the salsa, bro.
I love it. I love that idea. I love that idea.
It. It's not Franzia.
That's a winner.
It's Salsia, bro.
Right there. Hey,
Salsia, bro.
There you go.
Shout out.
Hey.
I don't know what's going on with all of these. I don't know what's going on here, man. Something weird's happening on the board.
There's construction going down outside.
Apparently, man.
Shout out to our boys.
Shout out to Sal Salazar with the $24.99 donation in the chat. He says, "What's up, fam? My family from Arizona are down. Going to have the headphones on, but most likely catch it all at the gym, work manana, drink up. Don't listen to this podcast at the gym.
It's dangerous. I tried that one time.
That's what happened.
I started choking because I was on the treadmill. I kid you not. I was on the treadmill. I was choking. I was laughing so hard, and people were looking at me like, "What kind of music is this guy listening to, dude?" After that, I had to stop going to that gym.
You know, fuck around, drop a barbell on your neck. Like, hey, whatever happens to you, we're not responsible.
Hey, we are not responsible. As a matter of fact, we're gonna have to put that warning on the bottom of the screen eventually because
we were just talking about.
We do not want to be sued because you're fucking around listening to us while you should be paying attention.
So hit up salsmexicanrestaurants.com. All the links, by the way, to our sponsors are in the description of the YouTube episode. So if you guys sometimes hit us up in the chat, and that's cool. But you can always go right to the description of the episode, and it's right on there. Shout out to Silky Slim.
Hey,
with the $19.99 donation. No comment attached. Man puts down his money, walks away.
Man.
So let the money talk.
Hey. That's it.
Let it ride. All right. Tonight's show, we got some quick hits, Raiders news from around the week. We have a couple not on the board here, so let's try to remember to bring those up. Those are good ones.
Yeah.
And we're going to get right into it after that with our season win-loss predictions. Spoiler alert, I am not predicting we're going 500 this season. Those of you that know basic math will understand that was a joke. 17 weeks, people.
Yeah,
Figure it out. We're not tying. Spoiler alert. And we'll see if Kane pops up in the chat here. We'll go to Kane's corner. If we don't see him, we'll keep it pushing.
Yeah.
Hold on. We got sirens on the street.
I'm telling you, yo, it was that truck, that runaway truck or something. It wasn't the button. It was a runaway truck that probably ran by.
No, I know what I did over here. I launched a group. I have things grouped, and yeah, it was my bad. And of course, we'll get to your phone calls in the second half of the show, or I should say maybe the last third. If I'm going to be doing math jokes, I better be
there. You go
on point. So let's get into it with some quick hits.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, the Win partners up with Allegiant Stadium to be the official nightclub entertainment partner for the stadium. Yeah. They're putting in VIP club section during games with a DJ.
And I heard this. This is unofficial. Just came up. The unofficial club mascot is going to be Malcolm. Oh yeah, he's going to be DJing, bartending, bouncing, doing the whole deal, because you know that man got too much energy to be one person.
Jumping off the top ropes.
Yeah, dude.
And,
for sure.
I heard his 3 twin sisters are going to be in the go-go cages. That should be exciting. And he's going to be...
Shout out, Malcolm. We love you, man.
And somehow simultaneously in charge of the chill out sensory pods. So we already know, multitasking.
Just yelling at people.
Malcolm's got it, man.
Relax. You're okay.
Him and Crazy George. What happened to Crazy George? Is he all right? Do we know where he's at?
I don't, man. I don't know.
City of Oakland kick him out too?
Hey, man.
I don't know.
I hope he's well. I hope he's
doing well. Yeah. I don't know if anybody remembers Crazy George, but he was a Bay Area installation for a while. I know he's moved around, but he was at A's games, Raiders games all the time when I was a kid. Starting the wave, because you know what? Somebody has to. What do you guys think about this little nightclub section? I feel like this is exactly the thing Raider fans feared when they heard we were moving to Las Vegas.
I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. I think the idea that it would lose the atmosphere, which was hardcore fan base driven, stadium, just fandom at its best, at its finest, right? And you go to Las Vegas with all the lights and the bells and the whistles. We got that in the stadium, and now you have a very important portion of your seating dedicated to people that, let's be honest, man, how many of our Raider Nation, like legit Raider Nation fans, are going to be up in that fucking club?
Yeah.
Not very many, I don't think. I don't know. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
I think you bring up a good point. I think that's a perfect place to put away team fans, mix in a couple diehards, because you know what happens at the club. Yeah. Start getting out of pocket. You know what I mean?
Bink. You just fucking get crazy fucking Cholo Jorge in there, bro, to fucking control. What you say, bro?
Well, is the actual club area kind of basically on the ground floor as the actual field, or?
It's right behind the end zone opposite the black hole.
Opposite the black hole.
So they're prime seats. I mean, they're end zones. I personally don't like saying the end zone.
Well, you know what? I mean, if you think about it, you could say you're gonna go clubbing, rip the clothes off, because the bouncer's gonna be like, oh, can't let you in here with the jersey. Can't let you in here. Can't let you in here. Can't let you in here with a hat. So you go in there just all smooth, right?
Hey.
With your imported polyester suit,
bro.
Just go in there looking all cool, and then just rip it off and then just hang out next to the field.
I'm gonna be so fucking angry if there's people televised during our games in a motherfucking suit.
Oh, it's embarrassing, dude.
With fucking some goddamn shoes with no socks on. I'm gonna be fucking mad. I'm gonna be fucking mad if I see that on the TV screen, bro. Okay, let those motherfuckers hang. They want to chill out in the club and think they're special, fine, but do not televise these motherfuckers, because that is not a representation of this fan base. Because everyone that's fucking legit is gonna have on 15 layers of fucking battle ready fucking, costume.
Yeah.
Spikes and shoulder pads and all the patches on every fucking jersey that they own. Like that's those guys. Televise those guys. Do not put these whack motherfuckers that are in there showing off how much money they got.
Yeah.
On the screen, please.
I don't want to see some fool in an Armani suit doing the Cabbage Patch.
Bro. Come on, bro. Acting like he's been a fan when he just fucking realized that the Raiders existed in Las Vegas, man.
Well, all I gotta say is that just remember, it was a very slippery slope when they started, having Donnie and Marie Osmond, portraits or whatever in actual Allegiant Stadium. Mm-hmm. I mean, come on, dude. Marilyn Monroe as a Raiderette or whatever, dude. Like, that was just a big red flag as far as like things to come.
Absolutely.
And I know this was gonna. This was an eventuality that wasn't gonna come as well, because if you look at other stadiums, they kind of have the similar thing going on.
I would have been okay with a club in the stadium
somewhere
else,
but not in that.
Not
the prime section, bro. Down on the field.
This is gonna stress a lot of people out. Now you got to keep an eye on the scoreboard and your girl at the same time. She's gonna be dropping it, at the same time. Richard's dropping the punt. You know what I mean?
Motherfuckers gonna be looking like this. Hey, my lady says she's gonna go get a margarita. Like,
why is John?
She's in there. Like,
why is John Gruden talking to my lady?
Like 5 hours ago. Where'd she go?
See her pushing up on some Bears fan or something.
Oh man!
Like, you sure you're getting into a minivan?
Some
Davis driving away.
Some homies is bound to jump down from the top section into the club like fucking Superman, bro, and yeah, it's gonna be some problems. I don't know, man. I don't know how well this is gonna go.
You have Seabass tripping on GHB. Like, it's gonna be a hot mess. You know what I mean?
Hey,
well, how well is the calming section gonna go?
Oh man, yeah, I don't know,
dude. See, so there's things that they're reaching a little too much for, in my opinion, man.
At least with the murals, I can like eat some mushrooms, stand in front of them, and have them tell me why they belong there. You know what I mean? But that's not gonna work.
I can see that
in a club setting. You know what I mean?
I can see that.
I will say this, man. Like, I was hopeful.
Thank you.
I was hopeful when I heard that they were gonna open up a, Modelo bar. Right? I was like, okay, you're looking out for the homies.
That's smooth.
Right? That's real smooth. That's a smooth move right there, okay?
It's better than that body odor drenched Irish pub we had in Oakland.
Because you already know fucking it's Modelo time all the time. So if you got yourself, that's all the homies are going to be there. They're going to be grabbing their Modelos. They're going to be cool, right? But this shit, this is, I don't know, man. I don't know how successful it's going to be. Maybe it's going to be very successful. Maybe we shouldn't be complaining, because maybe this is going to be helpful to the franchise, but from a fan standpoint, the fact that these motherfuckers are taking up prime land in terms of where we like to be, all up in people's shit.
I'm telling you, it's going to stress people out. You're going to be sitting there with your lady.
Yeah.
And the next thing you're going to hear is,
you're not going to be sitting there
Cash
with your
Money Records taking over for the 2000. She's going to be gone like that. You know what I mean?
Well, like you said, man, even though it is spots that are prime seating and all that, it's not like we'd be able to afford that damn seating. But it is seating that we could eventually, be there one day.
Imagine sitting right behind that section, how obnoxious that would be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You didn't sign up to be there, but now you're sitting right behind it.
And all you hear is...
And that's your and that's your season ticket on top of it. You know what I mean?
That would be messed up.
Your PSL, and, I don't know, man.
Be walking away every day covered in body glitter.
I want to know who's going to be the hero, though. Who's going to be the hero that sneaks down into the VIP club and takes the bottle back to the stands for all the fucking real ones, bro. Who's going to be the hero? Okay, I need some heroes right now. We need to get this list. We're gonna have signups. Okay, somebody's gonna go in there, jack bottles for the rest of the real fans, because that's what's got to be done.
The only thing that's gonna make me happy is if I see Marshawn Lynch roll up in there with his entourage, just take the whole thing off.
That I can approve.
You
of,
know what I'm saying? That would be smooth.
Everyone just getting fucking hyphy in there. Hell yeah,
that'd be smooth.
You know what I mean?
That
cool
would be
with
pretty wild.
But that's probably not going to happen.
And what's going to end up happening is some Raider fans going to stumble in there. Some just like dude that thinks he's a Raider fan stumble in and just throw up in the middle of the fucking dance floor. Throw up all his White Claw. It's like, move along, Mitch Rentz. We don't need you here.
Oh, shit. Mitch Reds, it's going to be a bad day for you. The Raiders probably moved to Las Vegas just to get the fuck away from you.
In there with his fucking blazer, bro.
Bars.
God damn it.
Oh, man.
It's been
Bars.
too long. It's been too long since we've been here.
So anyways, quick hits.
Yeah, boy.
Oh, man. Speaking of which, Las Vegas Raiders ticket prices continue to soar. Las Vegas has 5 of the next 6 most in-demand games based on average ticket price and 6 of the next 8 per Vivid Seats. Number 1 on the list is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tom Brady coming to town against the New England Patriots. Tom Brady, Homelander himself. That's average ticket price of almost $1,400. That's a Monday Night Football game.
That's crazy,
The
man.
Raiders season opening Monday Night Football game against the Baltimore Ravens coming in at an average of $944. And that's going to be a nope for me, dog.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
You will find us at the stadium, but you won't find us in it. Now,
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now,
Yeah.
we're going to be around looking for an opening.
I'm going to be hopping fences and shit.
We're going to be looking for somebody to open up the gate for us. But that will not be us. Not this season.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That's just a little too much right there. Maybe hang out at the bar or something.
I don't know. Bobby got a new job. I heard he was taking us, bro.
Hey.
Can I hold $1, bro?
Company tickets? Company.
Oh, there you go. The company box.
There you go, bro.
It's right there. The cardboard box outside. that's what it is. Like.
We call it call it a company box. It's the white markings on the parking lot space. That's
That's actually just a chalk outline of a Charger fan. It doesn't matter because you know what's going to happen? Y'all are going to go out and buy 1 million T-shirts and Johnny's going to get that luxury box.
hey.
And we're going to do it big. And that's
That's it, man.
That's how it's going to go down.
That's the plan.
You know what I mean?
That's the plan. So go buy some fucking shirts right now.
It's a solid plan. OneNationFanWay.com. Shout out. Quick hits. Let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, boy.
We're getting pretty good at that.
Hey.
PFF,
On it.
yeah, we're like synced up pretty damn near close. PFF ranks Darren Waller as the 3rd best tight end in the NFL behind Travis Kelce and George Kittle. What do you guys think about this ranking? Was it fair? Does he deserve to be number 2? I know we all want him to be number 1. Where does he fall on this list in your opinion?
I think it's fair. Not because I think that he's less of a tight end than those two, but because until the Raiders start winning games, he won't get the respect he's due. Yeah. So when you're the best player on the team that is good or great, then you get the accolades, right? So I'm okay with it. I mean, we can argue the Kittle thing, but Kittle's a decent, multifaceted tight end. So I'm not going to hate on him. Fuck the Niners all day, but I'm not going to hate on him specifically.
All day.
Yeah.
Fuck them. But yeah, if anything, the reason why I believe it's like that, and yeah, same thing too, just like how Chess said, it's fair. The whole reason why is they've basically been playing along the same time. They've been coming up the same time.
Yeah.
Waller has been playing longer, but their success has been more or less on the same track, the same time frame. Had Waller been successful before in Baltimore,
Yeah.
and then came over and kept being successful with us, it would have been a whole different story. But
Absolutely.
he wouldn't have been,
But thankfully he wasn't, bro, because now we have him.
Exactly.
Okay, he would not have been on the Raiders if he had been successful in fucking Baltimore. Let's get that straight, right?
True.
Thankfully, things didn't work out. Not thankfully for the issues that he had, right? Obviously, he had to go through some tough times. We're happy that he has turned that page and he has gotten his life straight and become the amazing fucking athlete that he is today. So, yeah, I think it's eventual that Waller will surpass these guys. He's just a better all-around athlete, I think. That's my opinion.
See, Dick Vitale in the chat.
Hey!
Legendary sports announcer. He stole my thunder. He said Kittle's injured too much to be listed at 2, and that's kind of how I felt. I was a little bit
That's fair.
surprised at that.
That's fair.
After last season. That's where I am. I think number 3 is still fair, but I agree with Mr. Vitale.
That's fair. That's
Baby.
fair. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome, baby.
Not only that, too, but also remember that it was, I believe it was Gruden that spotted him and said, yo, we should keep an eye on this guy.
No, Gruden said, who the fuck is that? And why isn't he on the team? Because he was the practice squad, man.
And as much shit as people talk about Gruden,
yeah,
Waller wouldn't be here without him.
this is true.
So
This is
I
true.
just kind of want to put that out there.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bite your tongue a little bit.
Yeah.
Bite your tongue a little bit. Okay.
Moving on.
Hey.
More quick hits. Double dose for you. Audio.
I was quick on the button.
Audio listeners won't get that joke because it won't be in there. But, anyways, the city of Oakland and the Oakland A's are now possibly at a standstill because the Oakland A's, guess what? They want a brand new stadium.
Hey, you don't say.
I've seen this movie before, A's fans, and I'm one of them. And a matter of fact, I want to pat myself on the back because last year, I believe I told y'all that within a matter of 5 years, the A's are probably going to be gone or looking for a new home. And so they're drawing up plans. They've had plans drawn up for a little while now, and presented them to the city of Oakland. And in response, the city of Oakland said, "It's probably not going to happen." I'm interested to hear what people think about this. I don't think a lot of our listeners give a shit. I don't think a lot of our listeners are Bay Area fans. I think, Raider Nation's everywhere. I'm not knocking you guys. I'm just, geographic facts. Like, why do you guys care about the A's? You're not tuning into the show to hear about that. But I think for me, underlines the point I've been saying all along. A lot of people want to trash Mark Davis and his haircut, and he's the worst thing for the team ever, yada, yada, yada. It just goes to show that the city of Oakland is not going to play ball with anybody.
Yeah.
The Warriors are in San Francisco. The Raiders are in Las Vegas. The A's are going to be somewhere else. I told you guys Portland back in the day. I think Vegas, again, Mr. Deck Vitale said he would love to see the A's go to Vegas. Vegas is an option. I think that's the number one option right now. They've had a baseball field over there for some time. I think at one time sponsored by or owned by Todd McFarlane. Guy used to draw Venom and shit.
No shit.
I think the A's have their farm team over there too.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's what it is or something.
Those games are going to be hot
I think
as shit.
the Dodgers have a Las Vegas team, a minor league team, I think.
They're called Los Dodgers.
No, I think they're like the aliens or some shit like that.
Oh,
Area
wow.
51, like that kind of shit like that. Some alien related. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyways.
And
Kenny told you so.
I told you so. And Cali Kappa says in the chat, he says, it doesn't look like they'll be rooted in Oakland for long. And also what I told you, that whole rooted in Oakland marketing campaign was really just like Schadenfreude. It was like the A's taking advantage of the Raiders leaving and laughing. And it's like, you know what, you guys enjoy that shithole stadium, because without the mystique that Raider fans bring and the energy that we bring to that parking lot, that place is nothing but a fucking shithole.
Yeah.
Remember a couple years ago when they were actually like making a push for the playoffs?
And nobody showed up for him.
Nobody's there.
That
dude.
was sad.
Nobody's there.
Like they couldn't give away the tickets, man.
Yeah.
Man, and that's it. I mean, most of the A's games that I went to, people gave me tickets to. Like they just kind of handed them to me like, hey, you want some fucking A's tickets?
I haven't paid for an A's ticket in 15 years, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm an A's fan. And back in like 02, 01, when they were making push, when they had the three-headed monster, I was going to a lot of games. I sat like behind home plate at a playoff game for like $25, which is great for a baseball fan, but it's a shitty stadium to watch baseball in. That stadium ain't shit without the mystique of the Raiders, the history we brought to that stadium, and the atmosphere that the fans created there. Without that, it's just a big concrete slab right off the 880. It's a prime location, but the city of Oakland wants to turn that into hotels and dining and retail, and I don't blame them. It's a great move for the city. They want to create jobs. They want to raise property value. They've been trying to gentrify the shit out of that city for the last 5 years anyways, 10 years anyways. I get it. I understand it. It makes perfect sense. And, the A's maybe didn't see the writing on the wall. They thought because they own the rights to that stadium that maybe they had some leverage. You don't have shit when it comes to government. Like, they're going to do what they want. It's not like you leaving town is going to bankrupt the city of Oakland.
Right.
Nobody's going to your games. There's more people going to A's games during the pandemic than there was beforehand. There was way more cardboard cutouts in that stadium than I've ever actually seen live fans. And those are just facts.
Those are facts, man. Hey, facts.
You know,
Yeah.
Come at me, bro. But
You can't get mad. You can't get mad, man. And listen, you know, there was a lot of people. There's a lot of people that were angry about this, and rightfully so, man. Like, none of us here wanted to see the Raiders fucking disappear. Like, they were in our backyard, essentially, right? We could drive an hour, depending on traffic, and be at the stadium and see our team in person, right? So we're not here hating on anybody, but the amount of just the amount of hate going towards the Raiders as an organization,
for doing what they did. I mean, come on, yo, look around. Like, did anybody get that upset about the Warriors? Like, the Warriors left too at the same time. People are pretty mad.
They left at the same time, right? Yeah. And now potentially the A's. So who's the problem here? And your boy Marshawn, I think I sent you guys that video. In 2018, he showed up. He's like, look, the Warriors are leaving. The Raiders are leaving. Y'all best not lose the A's. Mm-hmm. He went to the city. He went to the city council. Yeah, city council meeting and told them, like, y'all better not lose the A's too, because then it's on you. There's nobody else to blame. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's not the leagues. It's not the franchises. It's you. Like, and you're talking about bringing in hotels and shit. And for me, it's like, who's gonna come to your city to see what? What are we gonna see now? Who's gonna fly in from out of town, from out of the country? How many people from other states, from other countries, from Canada, from fucking the UK did we see at Raider games on a regular basis? Who are they gonna come to see now? They're just gonna come check out Oakland?
You know, and Oakland tried this before when they redid Jack London Square. And you know what? They did a great job. Jack London Square is beautiful. It's right on the waterfront. There's a nice farmer's market in the daytime. There's a lot of shopping. There's some nightlife, some good eating down there. Yeah. But guess what? It's never really that popping. Yeah. It never really is that popping. Not for the kind of money they poured into it. So continue to do that, Oakland. That city's had a chip on his shoulder against San Francisco for years, and historically they're justified in feeling that way. But running your beloved sports teams out of town,
not the way to go, man.
And not supporting them even when they were there, that's not it, Chief.
Not the way to do it,
because that's one of the it's just one of the home baked amenities you guys had. And you know, I like Oakland. I think the city of Oakland is great. I think it's highly underrated. I think it's a really bad rap. There's some great things to see and do in Oakland. It's a hidden gem still, but like Chase said, I don't know that that's going to be as big of a draw. You know, because Raider games in Oakland were bringing people from all over the country.
Yep.
We had the blessed opportunity to meet a lot of you all over the world, as a matter of fact. And, you know, say what you want about Mark, say what you want about the Raiders moving to Vegas, but they are settled now. They are not going anywhere for a long time, if ever again. And, you know, it could have been a lot worse. You could still get there and back in an airplane for less than it costs to drive there. You can figure that out.
It's true.
And for LA Raider fan, it's practically right in your backyard.
Yep.
Yeah. So, you know,
Mark Davis basically said after the whole thing came out between the A's and the city of Oakland, he says that the agreement has to be beneficial for both. There has to be give and take. And the city of Oakland wanted to take more. Like Kenny said, it's cool that you want to invest, redevelop, try to bring in more money, you know, raise the property taxes, all that type of stuff. But at the same time, if you're driving out something like a team, something that brings in more money as well, that fills up those hotels, that go to those restaurants, it's going to be a lot harder to try to rework and get all that back again if a team is gone. Yeah. Okay, cool, they go ahead and they set up everything. There's all these restaurants, the nightlife is popping off. Now the city of Oakland wants to bring in some, you know, a new football team. Yeah. Who in the city of Oakland is going to be that willing to actually to show up to those games and say, yeah, I'm going to be an Oakland whatever,
Right.
this new fandom or whatever, and just be as diehard as I was an Oakland Raider fan. For those people that walked away from the Raider Nation.
What's his name, dude? What's that fucking guy? The fucking former Dr. Death or whatever.
Yeah.
That motherfucker.
Yeah.
That one guy. He's going to show up with the same fucking whack-ass costume that he had in a different color, bro. He's going to show up to those games.
With his foam braids or whatever the hell it was. And yeah, dude, it's going to take more work to try to get that off the ground, to try to get a fan, to try to get people to want to come from Canada, try to come from, Ireland, from England, from all sorts of different parts of the world and, the U.S. to come to this one city and pour all that money back in.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that, man.
The thing that people in the Bay Area haven't seen, and I'm going to bottom line this right now, is that the city of Oakland has been doing this to more than just their sports teams. They haven't supported their own people. They haven't supported their own school system. They've been pushing people out, and they've become a place to house the hipsters and the .comers that can no longer afford to live in San Francisco.
There you go.
And that's what it is. So how do you expect the city to retain its sports teams when they can't even retain their own people?
Hey.
And that's the bottom line.
Hey. That's it. Nothing else has to be said.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I think there's a good spot to take a break, come back,
man.
get Kane on the air. Was there another quick hit?
No, I don't think so, bro. I think
transplant, Matt Millen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Thoughts and prayers to Matt Millen and his family after a successful transplant. Something I was not aware of until after it happened. I don't know if that was intentional or if it was something that I missed. But, hey, Matt Millen, we talk about once a Raider, always a Raider. Matt Millen.
Yeah.
Yep.
That picture lives in infamy, bro.
Yeah. Even went on.
Slugging motherfuckers.
So, yeah.
The best, dude.
Went on to manage the Detroit Lions and drafted every single wide receiver that ever came out during his tenure there. Once a Raider, always a Raider.
Yeah.
I was going to say that picture should actually be at Allegiant Stadium. That should be
that should be a mural.
Right there, dude.
Yeah.
That should be a
one
mural,
of the
bro.
murals
That's a
right there,
great
dude.
point, Bobby.
Straight up.
I love that.
Yeah, dude.
Anyways, yeah, so you'll catch us in Vegas, just not inside the stadium, probably out at the end of a factory course playing some disc golf on Saturday, the day before the game.
Let's get it.
And then we'll be at the Cosmo Saturday night.
Burning that bitch down.
That's right. Again, for the second time, allegedly.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with Kane's Corner, y'all.
Yeah, boy.
And we're back. Man, you guys take a long time to take a piss.
Hey, we had to get some refreshments, man.
It takes me a while because I have to pull my pants all the way down. And then I got to pull it all the way back up again. It was really weird at the stadium, especially at the trough, trying to keep my pants dry. But I did it, you know?
Oh, man. Let's get this second cheddar that me and Bobby are about to share right now. If that's all right with you.
That's right.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, yeah. Nice crack, man. This is Stratmo juice. Okay? And this is an IPA with Strata and Mosaic hops. This is coming from Altamont, one of our favorite brewing companies.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? This is a 6.6 ABV as well. This is a blue can, so it's actually showing up on the screen. There you go. You see those wind what do they call those things?
Turbines, I
The
think.
wind
They cause cancer.
Do they?
No.
Apparently they cause 5G too.
There you go, brother. Nice little cloudy IPA. Okay. Let's see what it tastes like.
Altamont is also responsible for those Mac Dre beers as well.
Altamont is responsible for just creating a whole bunch of fucking delicious beers.
Salud.
Salud. This is tasty. This is a little bit it's a little bit more balanced here. So we got real smooth right up on the front, where the last one was, like Bobby mentioned, it was hoppy and kind of bitter. This is real smooth, mild on the front.
Dangerous.
A little bit of sweetness to it. But you definitely have a little bit of that malty flavor on the back end.
That's that sweetness, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
6.6.
Yep. Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. 6.6
Digging
as
it.
well, but
Like I said.
not as hoppy, man.
Altamont gets it done.
Altamont.
Gets it done.
Solid batting average.
We still
from
need a
Altamont.
sponsorship, so
Yeah.
hit us up. Yeah.
Let's give old Kaner a call here. See if
Let's do it. Let's do
he's
it.
ready to go.
Let's do it.
Two ringy dingies. Hey, Kaner, welcome to the show, man. You're on the air. How's it going, brother?
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on with you?
Good. Doing well. How about you? Kane just relocated, everybody.
Yeah.
I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good.
How's life outside of California treating you?
Beautiful. I love
What's
it.
up? That's what's up, brother.
How's the weather over there, man?
You know what? Right now it's cool. Right now it's been like probably 85 at the most. That's some Bay Area shit. It's been like Bay Area weather
That's good, man.
in the summertime.
But the heat is coming, right? The heat is coming.
I can't hear Che.
Oh, man.
Oh, Chet was just trying to make sure that you got your AC, man.
Oh, definitely. Shit, man. Everything out here got AC and swimming pools. Everything. Houses, apartments, everything. Nothing don't have a pool. Even the raggediest shit got a pool in it.
Even the McDonald's got a pool, right?
There's a fucking El Camino parked in the corner
Right.
with a fucking pool in it.
In the kid play area.
The good doc wants to know where Kane moved to. An undisclosed location. He had to get away from all of y'all, man. He's too many crazy.
Too many crazy fans rushing him, bro, while he's trying to do work.
Hey, man.
Just trying to hashtag live, my brothers.
That's it,
That's
man.
about it. You know what I'm saying? That's about it.
That's what it's all about, brother.
Robert Thomas in the chat doing a really good job of embarrassing himself right now. Just because people are laughing does not mean they're not laughing at you. This is your warning. Get your house in order. Sorry about that, Kane. And I think I know who that is.
No, I'm looking at it. I can see.
I think I know who that is. You're banned from the blog already. Keep it up. You might be banned from here too.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's get into it, man. We got
There
this
you-
schedule breakdown to go through. 17 games this year.
Oh, man.
Hot take: the Raiders won't go 500. Tell you that right now. Mathematically,
You can't go
Impossible.
500.
Exactly.
Yep.
You can't go 500. You either a winner or a loser.
That's it.
So we're going to do this the same way we do it every year. We're going to make our way too early season predictions.
Yeah.
And then we're going to check back in on these every week, but we will revisit the picks during the bye week, and we will revise our picks. We will be allowed to do that come bye week after we've seen the team, we've assessed some things. People are going to have a chance to change some shit up. So, but let's go through it. I feel like, we got our finger on the pulse of this team. We've been watching them our whole lives. Maybe these aren't way too early because last year I was 100% right. We went 8-8, just like I told you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you
You
did.
did.
Hey, the Pillaging podcast is
did.
good at fingering the pulse, bro.
We are.
All right.
We got our finger on the pulse and several other things at the same time. You'd be amazed at the amount of places where you can check your pulse. You're just limited by
But
social constructs.
You're just limited by your creativity.
Exactly. Set your mind free, and the rest will follow. And
you know what's funny? It's because we as a show, and we've been doing this since day one, and people don't. We keep it real. We don't we're diehard Raider fans, as you can see from the Twitter posts, from being at games, the show. We go into the parking lot. We starting at these guys. They get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to drive all the way from wherever the fuck y'all coming from. You know what I'm saying? And we die hard, man. But if we keep it real and we not positive about some shit, it's not because we're not real fan, quote unquote, a real fan. We're just keeping it real. There's nothing wrong with that. You could be a fan and you can still talk shit about your team, especially if you're a real fan, quote unquote. So, I'm just saying that because we're going into the schedule thing and it's going to be a lot of controversy. People going to say, oh, this, that, or whatever the case may be. But we just keeping it real. And I'm speaking for everybody on the panel because I know everybody on the panel personally. We keeping it real. And we're not trying to cause some controversy for Twitter to like us and all that shit. No, motherfuckers just saying what they really feel. So I'm just putting that out there because I had some tweets that came back to me like, oh, we gotta stop listening to this show, this, that, blah, 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 or whatever the case may be, they too negative or whatever. No, we ain't negative. Some of us been 35 years in the game.
Yeah.
In this shit, 40, 50 years in the game. And most of it has not been winning in the last 25, 30 years. So if I'm, excuse me, or not, if I'm negative. But I'm just keeping it real. So I just want to put that out there.
And if we're keeping it really real, we've remained positive in times where the rest of y'all are negative. And a lot of times, whether we're positive or negative, it all comes out in the wash.
Yeah.
The way that we've envisioned it, not tooting our own horn, but you gotta put your fanship aside sometimes. A lot of you guys looking through rose-colored glasses or sometimes shit-stained colored glasses, and you got to see it clearly. You got to be 2 steps ahead of the board at all time. And again, like the 4 of us and like most of you, we've been riding with this team for a long time. Some of this shit is just way too easy to predict, and most of the time it's tough medicine to swallow. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, with that said, let's get into this prediction. I'm going to list off the game, the date, the time, and we're going to go round robin. We're going to give our win or loss. We probably don't have time for everybody to give their why on all of these.
Right.
So sometimes some of us will, some of us won't. We're just going to kind of keep it moving, try to keep it evenly distributed. We'll weigh in on some of this stuff and whatnot. And at the end, we'll give our final tally.
There you go.
And a justification for why we feel that way. All right. So let's get this started. Kane, since you're on the air, fresh with us right now, let's kick it off. Monday Night Football, September 13th, 2021 at 5:15 p.m. The Raiders and the Ravens kick off at Allegiant Stadium. Whoa, this is a big one, man. This is a big one. Kane, how do you feel about this? And explain why.
First of all, I got this as a win.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because, I haven't been to Vegas. I haven't been to that stadium. But I'm going to imagine I'm going to imagine that it's going to look like the Oakland Coliseum on a Monday night. As far as the crowd is concerned, it's going to be that vibrant, that much energy, that much electricity in the air, that fans ain't been able to go to the game. The team ain't been able to play in front of they fans in a year. I mean, it's just going to be electric. And I feel sorry, I do, for the Baltimore Ravens, because I feel like it's about to be a beatdown on Monday night. I really, really feel like that. I feel like, and like I said, why? Because first we start off fast as a team. We come out the gate running. We've done that. We've shown that in the Gruden era that we come out the gate running 6-3. You know, we come out the gate running. So, you know, here's another game that the media or the you know, writers, beat writers or whatever, that will say, oh man, the Raiders are going to lose, you know, start off the season with a loss because they can't beat the Ravens defense or whatever the case may be. No, we're at home in front of 65,000 people that ain't seen their team play on the field in person in a year. You don't think, and if you a Raider fan and you know Raider fans, you don't think that stadium is going to be the fans alone is going to help? Man, I can go on and on. I don't want to take up too much airtime, bro. We're going to win the game. Y'all can feel me. You feel my electricity already. We're going to win that game.
That's a dub from Kane. All right, got you. Bobby, moving on to you, brother, and we're moving left to Che next.
Exactly what Kane said, man. It's that electricity that's been missing that was supposed to be there last year at the home opener. It's simple, dude. I mean, there's nothing else I could really add to it, dude. It's going to be a dub. What was it? You've heard the stadiums for these play-in basketball games where they weren't even all the way full. It was, half full, whatever. And even then, just because of the intensity of being back there again, supporting their team, it was just wild and rocking, man. So I definitely see us taking the dub.
All right. Hey, real quick before Che gets it, I just thinking, guys, call in while we're doing this. Call in, leave your messages, because your calls are coming next. You don't go game by game. You only have 2 minutes, I think, on the Google. Give us, your overall win-loss prediction and give us a little justification for it. We're going to get to those calls right after this lengthy segment, so you guys got plenty of time. And if we happen to catch one of you live, that'd be cool too. But get your calls in right now. And let us know how you feel about this upcoming season, because you're going to hear a lot of opinions over the next 45 minutes to an hour right now as we do this, okay?
Or one of the games that you're looking forward to as well.
You're at least going to hear 2 different opinions over the next hour, the 3 of them and then mine, okay? Because I know you guys are going to make this shit hard on me. I know it already.
Always.
Everyone in here.
There's no way you can go against a W, bro, on this one. If you find a way to go against a W, much power to you, my brother, because there's no way to get around.
Watch this. Hold my beer. Hey.
Hey, you know where that usually end up, right?
Yeah. Shit. Hold my vodka too. Hey, Che, you're on the clock. Is it a W? Is it an L? What's it gonna be?
I mean, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. I'm gonna put this down as a dub because it better be a fucking dub, right? Like, my perspective on this is not from a place of like hope or like this is what I really want to happen. Obviously, we want them to win every fucking game. But this is from a perspective of y'all better fucking win these games, okay? Because we're tired of waiting around for you guys to turn shit around, okay? So that's what you're going to get from my predictions today. I'm just letting you know, heads up. You're going to get y'all better fucking turn this shit around. Predictions, okay? So this is going down as a dub.
All right. Yeah, you already know. I'm going to call this one an L. I didn't want to. I was sitting there looking at the spreadsheet, thinking of all the same things you guys are thinking. This stadium's going to be fired up. I think it's going to be wild, though. I think in the stadium, I think you're going to start to see some of the stuff that you did not want to see in this first game. This is going to be I hate to say it, there's not going to be 100% Raider crowd in that stadium on game one. When you look what the prices are and where it's at and the venue, and it's Monday Night Football, you're going to see a lot of folks there turning up because it's the first game of the season. Prices up are up around the league. Everyone's chomping at the bit to watch some live football, right? Some live sports in general. So I don't know that that's going to be as much of a help for us as we think, because I think it's going to hurt us at the same time. You just watch when we're on offense. I'm predicting that, at least for the first half. But the real reason why I'm giving this an L is first game of the season, shortened preseason, which means shortened off season. A lot of new faces came in last year, didn't get the off season work that they needed. A lot of new faces coming in this year, almost an entirely new offensive line. You got the Baltimore Ravens. They've been having their shit together the last few years. It's going to be a tough opponent. I don't think they're going to stomp us. I don't think we're going to get embarrassed. I think, first game of the season, everyone's trying to get on the same page around the league. You see that the first 1 to 4 weeks during the league. But I do think it's going to be a close one. I think the Raiders will make some plays, but I think we're going to get edged out by the Ravens in this Monday night opener. And it's going to suck, man. Just because I predicted it doesn't mean I want to see it. It's going to be a heartbreaker. We're going to be hoping they win. I'm hoping I'm wrong on Monday night. I got a good feeling that it could go both ways. I kind of have a floor and a ceiling for my prediction. I'm somewhat going in the middle here for these predictions. In my ceiling, I have us beating the Ravens and getting off to a strong start, because we've had a pretty decent showing on week one the last few years, but I just feel like we're going to lose a close one here. It's going to be a heartbreaker, but it's going to be a fun time in Las Vegas regardless. Raider fans are going to be excited to be back and be in that stadium. So if you do go out for that game, win or loss, be safe, have a great time, and enjoy this season. You deserve it. Let's move on to week two.
Yep.
Raiders hit the road against the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is always a marquee matchup. Let's run this one back in the opposite order. I'll take first. I'm saying this one's a W for historical reasons, man. We got the Steelers numbers. We had the Steelers numbers. I feel like the Steelers are the Steelers.
In Oakland, at home.
At home.
We've had their number at home.
At home, yeah.
Yep.
I feel like we can show up in Pittsburgh early in the year. It's not cold weather yet. I feel like they got a good team, but they're an echo of their former selves. And I think after having 1 week of live play in the books, this team gels a little bit. Things start to feel a little bit more familiar. The leaders got the rust shaken off. We're going to come out. We're going to put on a show against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think this is going to be a bigger win than people will predict. It's not going to be a blowout, but I think we're going to win by a margin of 2 scores. I'm going to be very specific about that. I think the Raiders win this game by 10 points or more. I know this is kind of my hot take of the season, but I think we're going to surprise. We're going to show up, and we're going to bounce back after week one with a win on the road. It's going to get people feeling a little bit more optimistic, and I like this. I like the way this plays out in the storyline of the way I see this season moving. Che, I'm going to pass it on to you. Then we'll go Bobby, and then Kane will wrap up this cycle.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. This not that I don't, I don't believe that we can go into Pittsburgh and win. Obviously, like you said, not cold weather, right? So that's in our benefit. And again, like I said earlier, I mean, they better be turning this shit around. So a turnaround should dictate a win. But I think I'm gonna stick with an L on the first away game. Okay. Just because I just feel like it's going to be one of those things where you're coming off of the opening week, you had your fans finally for the first time, and now you're going into somebody else's stadium with their fans. Mm-hmm. There's going to be a little bit of little bit of letdown, not because they're not excited to go out there and try to get a victory, but it's just a natural letdown, right? You're leaving your stadium, and you're going somewhere else. And some of these younger cats are going to be facing an away crowd for the first time. Even the guys that were drafted last year, right? Because they didn't have no crowds. Yep. So I think that's going to play an effect. And it'll be an L, man, unfortunately.
L. Okay. That makes sense. Like I said, I'm going out on a limb with this prediction. I don't feel great about it.
I like it, though,
bro. I
got
a gut feeling.
Don't second guess.
All right, Bob.
Well, especially if we're over here predicting a win off of the week one, it's understandable why you would say, like with our reasoning, why they will go into Pittsburgh and possibly win.
Mm-hmm.
But just like Chet said, though, I'm actually going to have to go with him. Mm-hmm. The reason why is because it is a historical matchup. Mm-hmm. It's always been historical between the Oakland Raiders and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
And like Kane said, it's not, a game in Oakland. It's a game in Pittsburgh. And so, honestly, I don't see it happening, even though Roethlisberger is,
eating lots of hamburger.
Yeah, and he's not the same Roethlisberger that a lot of their fans are used to. But I honestly don't see it because their offensive line is still the same.
And Ngakoue and Max Crosby are going to rip him into shreds.
I fucking hope so, bro.
I really
that
do.
would be beautiful.
It'd be
that would
awesome.
be beautiful.
Yeah.
Knock the cheeseburgers out of his fucking pads and shit.
They're gonna
he hides cheeseburgers inside.
How would Ben Roethlisberger look like fucking Grimace and the cheeseburglar at the same time?
They're gonna change. They're gonna change his name to Turkey Burger after this game. Kane, what say you, man? Where you got this game at?
Hello?
Yeah. You got me?
Oh, you know what? I wanted to say real quick, shout out to, not shout out, but rest in peace, Paul Mooney, man. Funny comedian.
Hell yeah, man.
And I didn't want to switch the subject, but I wanted to get that in before we get out of here.
Yeah.
My prediction for Pittsburgh week 2, I started out, so I broke this season down into, the quarters like you normally supposed to do. And I looked at the first 4 games, and I said we beat the Ravens because we were at home. And then I thought, since we beat the Ravens, that we'd carry that momentum into Pittsburgh. And, I want to say we're going to win, but, there's a lot of factors that factor into us winning. And one of them is Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger, he got hurt or hasn't been at the beginning of the year. These last couple of years, he hasn't been. It's taken him some time to get to his, where he's been. So with that being said, we don't know where Ben Roethlisberger is going to be playing, whether he's going to even be healthy enough to start in week 2 at this point, because he's been injured over the last couple of years. Maybe not early, but just as you age and get older, we just don't know. So I want to say we're going to win that game, and you'll see after we get down to the quarters, the week 4s and week 8s and 12s and 16. You'll see why I'm saying this, but I'm saying right now I'm saying that I think we can win this game. I think we can win this game.
Okay.
But I'm 50-50 on it. Now, that means that I'm not sure. So I don't know whether to say we're going to win or lose because I don't really know. So I'm going to say we're going to win this game because I said we was going to win week 1. If we beat the Ravens, then we're on a momentum. Okay. The momentum is going to carry us into week 2, into Pittsburgh, where we haven't played well over the last years that we've played there. And I think this year, being early in the season, it's not cold. Derek Carr doesn't play well, we all know that. So, it's week 2. It's not going to be cold in Pittsburgh. I think we got a shot, and I'm going to say we're going to win.
I like that.
I know I said a lot of shit there, but at the end of the day, I think we're going to win.
Hey, Trayvon Mullen with the pick 6 in that game.
Hey.
Highlight play.
That'd be
Sports
fire,
Center countdown.
That'd be great.
You heard it here first.
I like it.
Yeah. All right, let's go with Bobby to lead us off on the next one. Here we go to September 26th. It's a 1 o'clock game against the Miami Dolphins at Allegiant Stadium. We got the Dolphins at home.
That's a dub.
That's a W.
They don't have Fitz magic to try to bail them out anymore. This is on Tua Tagovailoa's shoulders now. If he starts flopping, who does he have for his backup? Nobody really, dude. So I don't see it. What happened last season in that terrible loss, it's not going to happen again, especially when we have a competent defensive coordinator. He's going to be handling this shit basically. I really don't see it, honestly. The first couple games going up against the Ravens, going up the Steelers, that's definitely going to make sure that we're on point. going up against Roethlisberger is going to make sure that we're ready for the Dolphins, man. So, yeah, dubs, and it's a home game as well. So,
All right. Che, what do you got?
I'm gonna go dub as well. Mostly because there's so many people that are saying that this is a loss for us. There's a lot of motherfuckers talking shit about the Raiders, right? Finishing third in our division and whatnot, and losing to this team specifically. But I'm gonna take a little Kenny Stapler route and say hot take. Kenyon Drake has a huge game against his former team, and actually shows why we brought him over.
yep.
Okay, and so this is a dub, and yeah, that's how I feel.
I heard that. He said dub.
This is a dub.
Dub. All right.
Dub.
I wrestled with this one because, like, we talk about this every year. We get the Dolphins. Like, for whatever reason, we just can't show up against this team.
It's true.
It doesn't matter what the rosters are. Like, we just don't show up against the Dolphins. But I got a good feeling about this one. I think, we lose a close one. Monday night opener. Go on the road. Show something flashy against the Steelers. Kind of like, oh, look out. Maybe the Raiders are back. Come back home to try to right the wrong against Monday Night Football. We got unfinished business at home. Got to give the fans what they want. The crowd settled down. This is more of a normal atmosphere. I feel like we're going to get this win. Raiders put 2 in a row, 1 away, 1 back at home. Start off the season 2-1. I like where they're at that point. This is going down as a W for me. So Kane, right now, with the chance to make it a star frame with 4 wins. What do you think, man? Win or a loss against the Dolphins at home on September 26th?
So this is what, week 3?
Yep.
Week 3. Yes, sir.
Week 3. And so what I had as a win, and I'll tell you why. We're again. I'm gonna state this again. We start off fast. We're a team that and I believe that it's because John Gruden is a football student, a studier, stays up 24 hours a day watching football. So he's locked in for that first 6-7 games. Like the offense is just chugging along, chugging like a choo-choo train, just rolling down the steam line. You know what I'm saying? And we start off fast. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm going to keep that tradition going because that's what we've seen in the last 2-3 years. So, here we are in year 4, and I feel like it's going to just be better and better and better because that's what the offense has gotten over the last 4 years. And this is year 4. We're going to win. We're going to beat Miami. We got a possibility to start off 3-1, 4-0, fellas, in my mind.
Hey.
Let's just go there right now for me.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? We that's my prediction for the first quarter, 3-1, 4-0.
Okay.
I like it.
Hey, and Kane is very, he doesn't like to fluff up anything. He'll basically tell you straight out what he feels. So if he's like this, man, I like this.
I like it. I like the sound of things right now, man.
Yeah.
Really quick, just kind of looking back at the last 2 years of predictions, we are 12-1 in our picks when everybody predicts a win.
Hey,
We are 12-1.
I like it.
So
I like it.
Wow.
if you're gonna put money down, guys,
This is the game.
Damn.
take the Raiders. Take the Raiders against the Dolphins. You got it. You got it. Exactly.
Hell yeah.
All right, so let's move on here to week 4. Che, you can kick us off. This is an away game, kind of, sort of. We'll be playing in L.A. and our home away from home. That's anywhere the Chargers are playing at home.
This is true.
The Raiders at the Los Angeles Chargers, October 4th, 5:15 p.m. This is another Monday Night Football game, 2 in the first 4 weeks of the season. Can you believe it?
Yeah. They want to see us, bro.
They want to see.
They want to see us. Though.
Yeah.
They want to see us, bro. Okay, listen. Okay, you said it. This is a motherfucking home game. Okay, and all the acclaim for the new quarterback that they got, that shit's gonna go out the window. That shit's gonna go out the window because he's never had to go into his own home stadium and face a fucking crowd that is completely against him.
I love it.
Okay? He's gonna shit the bed, bro.
That take.
He's gonna fucking shit the bed because he's never seen what Raider Nation is about in LA. He's gonna get it fucking firsthand. He's gonna get his ass handed to him, and we're gonna take that dub. That's all that needs to be said. We're taking that shit. It's our game.
I think you just I think you might have gave Kane a semi. He loves his take. He loves his take. Kane, get in there, man. Speak on it.
I love having two homes.
Hey, look, I already said that. I was thinking that in my mind, Jay. Like, damn, he ain't never seen, like, the Chargers don't have no fucking fans.
Yeah.
Especially in L.A. You know what I'm saying? He's never seen that. So he's going to come out and see a bunch of silver and black in the stadium.
Yep.
And that's just going to wrap his mind around the fact that, damn, we don't got no. So either he going to play and make some fans come out and play good and beat the Raiders, or he's going to tank because there's too many Raider fans in the stand.
Yeah.
I got us winning that game, man.
Hell yeah.
That's our second home until they beat us in front of some. Yes, they beat us last year. Until they beat us in front of some fans, Justin Herbert has not seen Raider Nation yet. Nope. So I agree with Che. We're going to win that game.
I like that take too. In fact, I heard Charger season ticket holders were pissed off because our logo's on that ticket. Our logo's stamped on that ticket. They have one black ticket in their whole stack, and they're like, "The fuck is this?" You know what it is, bro?
Yeah.
South Oakland.
You know what it is?
South Oakland.
Oh man. I'm gonna let Bobby wrap us up on this, and I had a hard time. I had a hard time predicting this one too because I didn't want to see the Raiders go. I don't want to say that sounds bad. It's like when you're doing the Scantron test.
You're like, this can't be an A also?
Yeah. Exactly. You know, it can't be the same answer 3 times in a row.
Right.
But I feel good, man. I feel like this is a W also. The Raiders start off here 3-1. For all the reasons everyone just told you, I'm just going to get out of the way. Bobby, go ahead. What's your pick?
I don't have to say anything else, man.
All right.
Yeah, the fellers said it the best.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's final.
And who knows? And who knows? Maybe that's the home game we get to go to.
Yeah.
That's right.
Who knows, bro?
We'll rush that field too, bro.
Hey, man.
I'm feeling like changing one of my picks already. I don't know if you guys are going to let me do that.
I mean,
you know what, you got us going 4-0 now?
Let's just let it ride, bro.
I'm sticking with it.
Let's let it ride,
bro.
bro.
No, not 4-0. No.
Let it ride.
I just got a weird feeling about that Dolphins game.
Well,
bro.
that's because you're weird, bro.
I am. I'm very weird. This is true. Oh, hold on. Let me get caught up here. Shout out to Pete with the $5 donation in the super chat. He's out with the lady tonight. He's going to catch us later. Hey, handle that. We'll see you in 15.
Yeah.
The show wouldn't be the show if we wasn't all a little quirky.
Blue chews.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Is right now is when you got to drop the blue chew
The
commercial,
show wouldn't
bro.
be the show if we wasn't all brave and quirky.
You're right. You're right.
It is what it is.
Hey, good point.
That's right.
And shout out to Quinn, the Raider Racketeer. He says, we're going to black out SoFi like we blacked out StubHub. Chargers are trespassers. Ooh. Mm-hmm. I like that energy.
Ooh, that's a deep take. I like that. That's fire. That's like 5 fires.
Yeah.
Like, I like that
That's
one.
a lot of fire.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
All right, so let's move on. Week 5.
Yeah.
Week 5. The Chicago Bears coming to town. You know, the man whose name shall not be mentioned on this podcast, returning to the city of Oakland. Or sorry, my bad. Returning to the black hole. I'll just leave it at that. Still don't have a quarterback, in my opinion, in Chicago.
Andy Dalton.
No, they drafted Trey Lance? Trey Lance?
Yeah,
who
but
did they draft? They drafted one of the guys who I had pretty high on my board.
Trey Lance went to San Francisco, bro.
I think they got Justin Fields.
Yeah,
and
Justin Fields.
Do they have?
Yeah, Justin Fields.
And they have Nick Foles, too.
And Nick Foles, Nick Foles.
So,
Yeah,
Kenny said.
They drafted.
Still don't have a quarterback.
They drafted Justin Fields, and then they tweeted out QB1 when they had just brought Andy Dalton over and told him he was QB1. Poor motherfucker.
Hey,
but listen, I think they're gonna sit him.
I think John Gruden had like Justin Fields too. Justin Fields, I mean, he might not be ready to start as a rookie, but I'm gonna watch his career to see where he end up. I don't have nothing negative to say about Justin Fields at this point.
You can put all three of those guys in the huddle and like bring out one to try to confuse us. You're still not. Still don't have a quarterback. Still don't have a quarterback. But here's another weird one. I got this weird feeling that this is going to be L for the Raiders right here. Just got that feeling. I think that the defense.
Me too.
Yeah, I think the defense is going to plug up the run. I think it's going to stuff up the game plan for John Gruden. I think John Gruden wants to come into this game and run the ball down the Bears' throats because he's a stubborn son of a bitch. And I don't fault him for that. But I think the Raiders' offense stalls out in this game. We kind of come back to earth a little bit. We drop an L. This is going to be a close game. We're just going to come up short. It's going to be a dry second half. The Raiders aren't going to have enough to push it over the edge. And I think we take an L here in Week 5. Kane, what do you think about this game?
I agree with you, bro. Nothing else to say. AL, their defense. We've been on. See, like I said, 3-1, 4-0. Time to take a loss.
And now with the revamped offensive line,
one of them come back to earth type of game. Yeah. Khalil Mack might be mad because of what happened in London. We schemed him out of the game or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. He's got this this game marked on his calendar. Mm-hmm. We've already been 3-1 or 4-0 in my mind. Mm-hmm. So I had this as an L on my schedule on my rankings.
Okay. Che, what do you think, man? Let's go to you.
Same, man. Unfortunately, I mean, I know probably fans are like, "What the fuck, guys?" But I feel like this is gonna be an L as well. Let's not forget that game that we played against the Bears, where we just ran it down their fucking throat. They lost their main guy in the middle of that defensive line. Okay, he went out with an injury, and then we just took over, right? And Khalil was insignificant in that game. That dude being in the middle of that defense changes everything and makes their defensive line more effective, including Khalil Mack.
Okay.
So I think that's what's going to happen. I think that guy's not going to get injured a second time. We're not going to be lucky enough to have that dude leave the game again.
Yeah.
And we're going to take an L, unfortunately, man.
All right. Bobby, what's up, man? Bob Hope over here.
I'm glad you said that because I feel like this is gonna be
come on, Bob.
That breakout game for Ruggs, man.
Hey,
the reason why is because who's our number one
fire?
Who's our number one wide receiver?
Should be Ruggs.
No, it should be Ruggs, but it's not Ruggs. It's Waller.
That's right.
They're going to be paying attention to Waller the entire time. They actually have a line that's close enough to be able to pay that much more attention to Waller. So I feel like it's actually going to be Ruggs that's going to break out. Not only that, we all said it right now. They don't have a quarterback at all. Our defense should be stepping up by that time already, especially with the momentum that a lot of us on this podcast have given them already. That where the defense should be able to pick it up right there. Their tight end is whatever, dude. Their wide receivers are the same as well. In my opinion, I feel like we're gonna win this game.
Okay, all right.
I like it, man. I like it.
And a key to the game, man. Bobby's giving you extra work tonight. Who do they got running the ball over there in Chicago?
Let me check. I believe it's David Montgomery.
You know what? That's Matt Forte.
No. No, bro. Not Matt Forte. Shit.
Tariq Cohen is their running back. That's their number one running back.
David Montgomery, right?
Yeah, David
Montgomery's number one, RB1.
Yeah, Damian Williams, Tariq Cohen, RB3.
Oh, they brought Damian Williams over from KC. Okay.
He did all right that one game. That was
yeah. Like I said, I think the Raiders have the tools to win this game, but like Kane said, it's a comeback down to earth. But hey, Bob Hope over here, when he stands alone,
he's pretty damn successful.
The Bobby stands alone. High ho scenarios, the Raiders win at home.
Oh, yeah, he's done well. Bobby's done well when he stood alone. I peeped that. Bobby done well when he stood alone.
That's why they call him Bob Hope, bro.
I stick to my pistolas, bro.
Shout out to Scott S. with the $5 donation and Super Chat. He says he appreciates the content and the honest takes. Raider Nation for life. We appreciate you too, man. Thank you. Hey, just bear with us when we're saying things you don't like. Hey, just wait 5 minutes.
That's it.
the weather would change.
Yeah, we'll get back. We'll get back to
Patience.
Patience is a virtue. Kane, we're gonna have you kick off this round, week number 6, getting into the thick of it. The off-season rust is worn off. The luster of the brand new season is starting to fade. We're getting into the deep of it. The playoff picture is barely starting to crystallize, but we're kind of finding out who's who in the league. This is where the rubber meets the road, and we go on the road to face the Denver Broncos October 17th.
I was just getting ready to ask you today. Thank you for saying that. When I looked at the schedule again, I had this as a loss. And not because of the weather or anything like that. I just feel like Denver's gotten better. And I feel like, okay, so if you want to make the playoffs, if you want to win the division, if you want to be as good as Kansas City, then yes, you have to beat Denver and San Diego. Those teams, if you feel like you should make the playoffs and you feel like you should win a division, then you should beat Denver and San Diego. But for some reason in my mind, and the Raiders just gonna go to Denver and lay an egg.
Yeah.
Again, after we lose, we don't bounce back. Go back onto the schedule. We don't we finna hop back in the saddle and just tear the next. No, we go into like a little bit of a tailspin, maybe a couple of losses, and then we jump back in.
Good take.
You know what I'm saying? So here we go. If we lose to Chicago, which I feel like we will, then we go into Denver. We're gonna lay an egg, as Tim Brown would say. We're going to lay an egg in Denver. I feel like we will. I'm sorry, fans. I feel like we will.
Your thought process is sound there. See, again, guys, this is just another case of us really trying to be real with what the storyline that's in front of us, right? Every season has a storyline, and there's historical context to all of this. And everything that Kane is saying is hard to argue with. Again, this is a game that can go both ways, but Kane did the math. He showed you his work. To me, that makes sense. Kane, I'm on the same page with you. I feel like we have a rocky time getting things going in Denver more often than not. Blame it on the altitude, blame it on whatever you want. But I just don't think the Raiders will be up to par. I think it's going to be a lackluster affair.
Bro, you've been there. With me and you, we went to a game. We saw it.
Been there.
We saw it.
Absolutely. And we felt it too, man. That altitude is no joke, man.
It's no joke.
Really bad. I mean, oof. So I'm giving that one an L too. Bobby Wasabi, what say you? Where do you stand on this?
Honestly, it was that it's funny what Kane said about looking at the schedule, because I was looking at the schedule as well, and I was like, man, like I'm very hopeful as well, especially going up against a team that we were joking earlier about it's about the Bears not having an actual certified quarterback. Broncos may have a certified quarterback as well, but he's not been tested, and in my opinion, he's not very well seasoned to be able to actually go out there and to be able to handle
fair enough
a team like us. But at the same time, it is that history that we've had together, and I could definitely see the defense being able to actually pick off some of those patterns that we've had before. Yes, we don't have the same defensive coordinator making the same jackass plays and moves,
right?
But at the same time, there are those little subtleties that over time, when you see each other twice a year, you do start picking up on, whether it be on film or on the field itself.
Yeah.
So for the same reason that y'all said, I see us actually not pulling it off, which sucks because the weather conditions should, in theory, be favorable.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
Yeah,
it'll probably be warm.
It's not going to be too bad.
It'll probably be hot. Yeah, me and Kenny went, and it was fucking 90 degrees in October.
Hey, record temperatures, hottest temperature on record for that day. It was well over 95 degrees. We were sweating bullets, man.
Damn.
We couldn't even smoke weed. We were so fucking hot.
So delusional.
Yeah. Yeah. So Che stands alone. Che ducked out real quick to use the restroom. Already put his pick in as a W.
Hey,
walk us through it, bro.
Oh,
Chet plays Keno. That's why, bro.
because it's fuck the Broncos, bro. That's why.
I like that.
That's why it's a fucking dub. No, for real, man. I don't think that they've improved nearly as much as they think they have, and You know, I think they're gonna get sucked in the mouth.
I think they're
talking all that yang.
I think they're improving. I don't think they've improved yet.
No.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. No, I mean, I understand we're going a mile high. So it'll be a little change of scenery.
Okay.
But again, that's, you know, we're doing that. What? That's November? No,
October. October 17th. Yeah.
October. So I don't feel like the weather's gonna play too big of a part in this game for us. And I mean, that's what gives us struggles in Denver in general, the altitude and cold, right? So if we're not struggling against the weather, we're certainly not gonna fucking struggle. I don't think we're gonna struggle with these motherfuckers, bro. I really don't. I think people are getting ahead of themselves, thinking that this team's gonna turn it around or some shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
It's, you know, I know Elway's gone.
But
It's still fuck them and fuck Horsemouth too.
We could say the same thing about our own organization. People getting ahead of themselves, thinking that
This is true. This is true.
We are further along. We are way further along than the Broncos. I will say that. All right, so let's move to Week 7 here against the Philadelphia Eagles. This is another home game. The Eagles coming into town. The Eagles got better this offseason, but they got a long way to go. The Eagles are crazy Super Bowl hangover. That franchise is just weird. I'm going to say that. Weird in a bad way. I don't think the Eagles have known what they've been doing for a while. You know what I mean? So, Eagles here. Che, back-to-back predictions. What do you got against Philadelphia?
I got another dub for the same reasons that you're mentioning, and I don't think they've got it figured out yet. I don't think the Eagles got it figured out yet.
Okay.
And I would have, look, for me, I think this Raiders team should be in full gel mode by at least week 5, week 6, right? So going into to a home game against the Eagles on week 7, I really feel like we might see the best version of our team on this day. Okay, so things are working together. The defense is starting to gel. The offense is, getting off early in this game. And the Eagles are still like, what the fuck is going on with the Eagles? Didn't they win the Super Bowl a few years ago? Like, that's how I feel about this game.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right. Kane, let's go to you, man. What do you got? Week 7 against the Eagles at home, Allegiant Stadium, 1:00 kickoff, October 24th. What happens?
I think this is where we bounce back.
Fair enough.
This is where we get a victory.
I like that.
Yeah, I feel like it's an easy win. I feel like the Eagles are still kind of they going through a little transition themselves. You know what I'm saying? Especially at the quarterback position.
Yep.
So, with that being said, our defense should be well into transition into Bradley's system at this point in the season, and we should be playing. If we're a playoff team, then we should be like motorboating teams at this point. After losing to Chicago and losing a heartbreaker in San Diego, then we should bounce back against Philadelphia to show the world that, look, man, we still a playoff team. If you don't, then you ain't making the playoffs. And I want my team to make the playoffs, no matter how much shit I talk about when they lose. So I feel like we're going to win this game. If we don't, it's not looking good, bro.
Yeah.
Because I definitely have those other 2 games as losses.
Okay.
So that's just me.
Hey, you said motorboat, and I think the phrase you were looking for was boat racing teams.
Yeah, boat racing teams. Yeah.
So the Eagles are going to come to town, and we're going to be like
motorboating.
Yeah, boat racing. We should be boat racing teams at this point. We should be fully intrigued. We should be fully into Gus Bradley's system at this point by this time of the year. All the players should have a latched on, and we should be coming together as a team, as a squad. There should be some leadership in the locker room. There should be, forward to looking like we all need to make the playoffs. There's an urgency at this point of the year. We're playing a team that's that has some questions at the quarterback position. They don't have a running back at this point unless they drafted one. I didn't really watch they draft, but in my mind, they don't. I play fantasy football every year. I ain't never picked up Philadelphia Eagle running back in my fantasy. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a good
I
strategy.
don't think they got a running back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, at this point, we should beat the Eagles, especially at home.
Yeah.
So
I agree. Yeah. In fact, I do agree. I think we beat the Eagles for a variety of reasons. Number one, it's my daughter's birthday the day before. So you got to get that W, Raider Nation. Got to get that W. Second of all, it's the fucking Eagles, and we own their ass. We got Super Bowl rights over the Eagles.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? And, the other reason is I had us going back-to-back L's coming into this week. This is a great get back on track game.
There you go.
Going into the bye week. For the same reasons, it looks like a trap game because you're thinking bye week, Eagles are coming to town. We can, maybe let the foot off the gas a little bit. Nah, we're going pedal to the metal. The John Gruden's looking for a big statement in this game. Both him and Mayock have former ties to Philadelphia, and you can't get a decent cheesesteak in Las Vegas. I'm sorry, Philly fan. But, the streets are much cleaner. You've never seen a bathroom this nice before. You'd be way out of your element. Way out of your element.
I don't know about the streets being cleaner, man. I walked the strip, bro.
Have you been to Philadelphia?
It's kind of filthy, bro.
Have you been to Philadelphia, though? Have you been to Philadelphia?
No, I have not.
Okay.
No.
I mean,
but I can only imagine from their fans that is grimy as a motherfucker. If they got a jail in their fucking stadium, bro, a police station in their stadium, they grimy.
Hey,
hella grimy, man.
Right?
I can't argue with that.
I saw one of their fans eat horse shit off the street.
Yeah.
That's desperation.
And that was the owner. You know what I'm saying? Desperation right there. That was a preseason game.
Hey, didn't he do that shit during the Super Bowl victory?
Yeah, no, it was like during an interview or
parade,
something.
Super Bowl victory parade.
It's because it was green, bro. Come
Oh,
on, their
my
jerseys
goodness,
are
man.
green, horse shit's green.
Yeah,
that was
A lot of fiber in that horse's diet.
that's right.
Philly fans will fight your ass in the stadium, just like some 49er fans. Philly fans and 49er fans go hand in hand. They'll fight your ass. And Raider fans too. Fight too.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying those three teams right there is the teams that's going to be some fist fights in the stands.
Yeah.
Bobby, you're last on the totem pole on this round.
I'm saying it's a dub, man.
It's a dub.
The reason why is because we're trying to, like you said, not take the foot off the gas, trying to go strong into the bye week. And going back to what Kane mentioned as well about the quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts, he's, okay. But Joe Flacco, we've seen this character before. He was in our division as well. So I definitely know that if push come to shove and he happened to make an appearance, we'll be able to handle that.
Flo Jacko.
Exactly.
Right now, going into the bye week, I have us at 4 wins. The rest of the guys have us at 5 wins with different means of getting there. I see Che playing the Scantron game, going win, loss, win, win, loss, win, win, loss, win, win, loss, win, win, loss. Hey.
No, fuck that. Lost against the Giants, hell.
So almost smack dab in the middle of the season here. Week 8 bye week. You love to see that. Good timing on the bye week. I like this. You guys like that?
Yeah, dude, definitely,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Regroup, see what's working, see what's not.
Get healthy.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta say too, the schedule's fairly balanced with the exception of the short weeks caused by the prime time. But hey, you're getting prime time love, so it's hard to complain about that. We've historically have actually been taken care of with bye weeks. We historically have a bye week somewhere in the middle of the season.
Right.
I pay attention to that because I think the bye
we
week,
have.
Yeah, I think,
We have.
Yeah.
Even though they fuck us on the traveling, they give us a good bye week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true. We usually get one around 7, 8, 9, round in there.
Yep.
Mostly 6, 7, 8,
Yep.
round in there.
Yep.
Yeah. The earliest one we had was when we went to London week 4. And Dennis Allen got fired.
I remember
that was the earliest, to my knowledge.
Yeah.
That was the earliest bye week we had. We
that was a rough one.
We've never had a week 1 bye week, which has been good, but they've always been around 6, 7, 8. And that's just going back 30, 35 years. You can go about that long, and I'm sure I'm pretty much accurate.
Yeah. That feels right. Do they have bye weeks week 1? Is that a thing? Or when does the bye week start?
Yes, yes. Teams have that. Well, you know what? I don't know what the new CBA, but we all been watching NFL for so long. you know, I want to say in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, teams had a week 1 bye week. And if I'm not, you know, our technical people could go back and check that. But yeah, I feel like it's been like we haven't had one, but there has been a week 1 or week 2 bye week.
Okay. So the new update, I don't know what it was in years prior, but I'm reading right here. One of the most significant changes for the league and fantasy players will be the new bye week schedule that begins week 6 and runs until week 14. So whatever it was before, that's when the bye weeks start now going forward is going to be week 6. So that's favorable. That's favorable. The players got to like that. So that's good. Yeah, I've always wondered that. We'll have to go back and look at that because that's interesting. So let's coming out of the bye week 9. This is the trap game for me because we got the Giants next on the road, right? On the road coming off the bye. But right behind the Giants is the Kansas City Chiefs, and we get them at home. If you think we're spending the entire bye week getting ready for the New York Giants, you're fucking tripping.
Right.
And so I feel like this is the classic makings of a trap game, especially what I'm saying with the Chiefs right behind them. So this sounds so illogical to me. But I'm just putting an L right here. This is that game where you're like, what the fuck are the Raiders doing? We could have beat the Giants. Like, what the hell? We went out to New York and saw this team do it. So, yeah, we should beat the Giants. The Giants got better this offseason, too. Actually, I feel like the Giants are going to start to turn the corner now. They got a young quarterback in there and stuff. I don't think they're good enough to beat us, but I think on this day they will be. Just for those reasons alone, I think this is a trap game, and so I'm putting it down as an L for us. I don't care if it makes you mad. That's just the way I see it play out. Sometimes when I look at these win-loss things, I don't look at rosters. I don't look at matchups. I don't look at talent versus talent. A lot of times it's a storyline. It's the rhythm of the season. You have to factor some of that shit in, and I feel like
it comes from being a fucking Raider fan for 45, 50 fucking years. That's what it comes from, bro.
It's called doing your homework on the ground.
It all goes back in history. It all goes back even to the 70s. So we as an organization have not changed.
Yeah.
As far as the predictions and stuff concerned.
Yeah.
We have not. So
are you in agreement?
I'm sorry,
with
younger fans don't know this. The young fans, they don't know this. They call us haters. They say we haters. You know, we're not real fans or whatever. Please. Fuck out of here with that shit. Go back 50 years.
Yeah, take a walk down
the Raiders
lane.
Have been winning games on luck and stuff for a long time. Back in the 70s, 60s, the Holy Roller. I mean, let's just continue. I'm going back into I'm 50 years old, so I'm going into my old age. I'm done.
Hey.
Let y'all know how old I am. Fuck it. Let's just keep going, because I'm just I'm keeping it real, bro. I understand why you predicting the way you do, because I predict the way you do is the same way I look at season 2.
Okay.
And until the Raiders show me something different, I will continue to make my predictions the same way.
Man, the last time Kane and I were on the same page this much, going into a prediction, was 2016, and the Raiders made the playoffs. So I'm just saying. Like, we're seeing eye to eye here. I like it. I like the vibe. I like the energy.
So many stats flying around, dude.
Yeah.
12-1. Look at 2016 coming up, dude. Hey. Yo, hey. It's like it's like the age of aquariums or something. Right? This numerological shit popping off, dog.
Yeah. Hey, I like to roll the dice. So are you saying you agree with me here, Kane? Is this an L? Is this a trap game for the Las Vegas Raiders?
I absolutely believe that Saquon Barkley was going to run our asses over, and we didn't expect it because we didn't practice for him. Because John Gruden wants to be Andy Reid and the Chiefs. He don't give a fuck about an NFC team at this point.
Yeah.
We're going to make the play. At this point, we got our record stands like we can make the playoffs. We got to beat the Chiefs. Fuck beating the Giants. Fuck Saquon Barkley. So this team about to get their ass whooped by Saquon Barkley. That's how I feel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now,
Yep.
you can take it how you want to take.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I take this as a loss.
All right. Take that medicine, Raider Nation. Hey, 2 other predictions coming up right now. So just
so chill.
yeah,
So chill.
keep your seatbelt on. Shay, take it away, man. What do you think right here?
I mean, I said it before when you said there's a little pattern going here: win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. And I said, fuck that. We're playing the Giants next. Hell no, bro. I don't agree. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Because this Daniel Jones, bro. Come on, bro. Like, we're gonna lose a game to that motherfucker. Okay. Saquon hasn't made it till this. Like, I don't know if he's gonna even be playing because he's been injured every
Fair
fucking
enough.
season, bro. So
Come on,
fair
man.
enough.
We
That's
gonna
fair.
You know what I
That's
mean?
fair enough.
Like,
Magic.
hey,
We gonna lose to Fitzmagic.
listen.
That's never gonna happen.
Listen.
And we lost to that motherfucker.
hey, no, look, but listen. You guys can predict however the fuck you want. I'm not gonna say nothing about it. Okay, but this is a fucking win. Okay, fuck that. We're not losing a game to the Giants, bro. The Giants are garbage. Okay, they're garbage, bro. Okay, Saquon is the only thing that's worthwhile on that fucking team, and you ain't gonna convince me that we're not gonna at least go into a fucking game against them with a game plan that says shut this motherfucker down.
Right.
Okay, let
Okay.
them throw the ball because fuck that guy. He don't know what he's doing anyways.
Thank you.
Let them throw the ball.
Thank you.
Come into this game, shut the run game down, and we walk out of there with a W.
Thank you.
Che was the only one that did not go to New York.
I didn't.
Kenny, myself experienced that terrible weather.
Damn.
The weather may not be the same that day, but those crazy ass winds will be the same.
Yeah.
Because that wind has never changed over there.
Yeah.
And as far as historical patterns, man, it sucks, dude. I especially with all of us saying that we're gonna roll into the bye week, winning, we're gonna rest up and get prepped. And you swear like we wouldn't be able to take that momentum and run over the Giants on our
Right.
way to run over.
Come out
them.
flat. I know. I've seen it.
No.
I've been a Raider fan as long as y'all motherfuckers do. I know what you guys are talking about. I know what you guys are talking
No,
about.
yeah, I totally feel you, man, and I felt the exact same way as well. It's like, come on, dude, it's the Giants, bro.
Yeah.
What's his name? Danny Dimes that they try to call him or whatever. Yeah, no, it's not gonna happen, dude.
Far from it.
I was like,
Hey, when we went to New York, tell the truth, we all thought we was gonna win that game. Like we felt like
Oh, yeah.
no
Yeah.
matter
yep.
in that game, like we was the team. We was like, there's no way the Jets are gonna beat us. Even though we was standing out there freezing our motherfucking ass off, we went into the stadium. I was like, fuck, it's too windy. I can't sit in my seat. I gotta go. I can't sit here. That's how windy it was, Che.
Nah.
I'm a black man.
Bad.
I'm a brother. We don't like cold weather, bruh. I was at a football game. I ain't never been to the Jets Stadium. Do you think I would have just went and stood in the aisleways, in the backs, and not watched that game? It was that cold, bruh. The wind was real.
No,
that
I
shit
feel
was
you.
fucking real. Like real.
I've never seen King
know
at
what
a
I'm
loss
saying?
for words. He didn't say a goddamn thing for like 8 hours. He was-
I'm like, bro, I'll see y'all later. I went and stood down like a baby. I went and stood down at the bottom of the stairs, like where they was sitting. I was just at the bottom of the stairs, like I can't. I'm cool.
Yeah.
I can't. You know what I'm saying? I can't do this. It's too fucking windy. It's too cold. Now I'm not saying it's gonna be that cold, but Bobby and Kenny, they know.
Yeah.
I gotta roll with man, bro. Good luck. I hope we win.
yeah. Well, it's
Yeah.
November 7th. I think when we were out there, it was like November 21st.
Yeah, it was the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was the week of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so the weather shouldn't be the same. I totally get that.
Yeah.
But it's still though, like I said, the winds are gonna be what they
That's-
always have been.
That stadium's at sea level. I mean, so just to be
No,
clear,
I know it's cold out there, man. I've been to New York. I was out there in March. It's still pretty fucking cold and windy for sure.
yeah.
So, and I had like fucking 10 layers of clothing on.
Yeah.
Okay. I know it gets fucking cold. You guys were out there in the rain and the fucking wind. So that's some bullshit. I agree 100%. But fuck the Giants. We're not losing to this motherfucker.
And Bobby, you're saying it
Yeah.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
So Chase stands alone this week.
Oh, and by the way, Che, I was
alone.
I was nice
Chest
and
stands
warm
alone.
and dry, dude.
Yeah, bro, because you have a Mexican mom. She didn't let you leave the fucking house without at least fucking 3 layers of clothing, bro.
20 jackets and boots, bro.
He had,
My feet were tired.
I know.
but
That's
they
why
were
I was
dry.
prepared, bro.
Bobby had Hey, Bobby had tamales for hand warmers too.
10 fucking, he had like 7
Bobby had the
calcetines on, bro.
Bobby had the Kim. He was the only
6 on
motherfucker
his
that had
feet.
Timbs
I don't know where the
on.
other one was.
I had on tennis shoes
Yep.
like a fool.
Yep.
Some summer tennis shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, yeah, we was not prepared for that shit, bro. I wasn't, at least.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, shit.
I thought I was fully prepared with the thermals and everything, and then Bobby comes out with some lugs, and I was like, "Fuck, that's what I forgot."
Yep. Yep.
Shoes.
You needed boots, bro.
And
yeah.
it was pouring
Boots.
rain, and my feet were soaking wet the minute we stepped off the bus. It was miserable.
My feet was nice and
Man, I had to put heat warmers in my shoes and in my balls. Remember I told y'all that? I was like, boy, put one in your drawers and put one in the bottoms of your shoes, in the tops underneath the tongues of your shoes.
Hey,
After that, I was cool. But by then, it was too late.
I didn't forget, bro. I still got a heat warmer on my balls right now.
How did heat warmers not sponsor us, bro? Come on, dude. Look at that. That's a commercial right there. When your balls are cold.
Hey, smash that like button.
Hey, whenever you're in the cold, keep your balls, your feet, and your ears warm, and you'll stay warm.
That's it, man.
Pillaging podcast.
I learned that.
If you've ever put a heating pad and a silica packet on your ball sack, smash that like button. Keep them warm, keep them dry.
If you've ever put a tamal underneath your armpit to keep it warm, smash the like button.
Hell yeah.
All right, this is the one where it all comes down. Week 10 against the Kansas City Chiefs. Bobby Wasabi, you've been so good at these Chiefs predictions. I'm lying. What's your prediction, man? What's your prediction? Week 10. This is the one they spent the bye week preparing for. How's the shakeout?
You know, in basketball, when you have those team fouls that you could just give up, like, all right, whatever, that's fine. They're not gonna, they ain't gonna shoot two. It's fine. It's a team foul, whatever. That's what I see happening with the Giants. The Giants was like a team foul. It's like, oh, that's fine, whatever. We gave up a foul real quick. Why? Because we're gonna bring it to the Chiefs.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
No team fouls, no nothing. They're going to come to our house, and they're going to experience the real Raider Nation, man.
Hey, man.
The Raider Nation that we've all been waiting to get out there, that there was no 2020. It's all going to be boiled. If we thought it was turned up week 1, it's going to be off the chain against the Chiefs.
Okay.
Like, people are going to get arrested for sure.
Yeah.
Call your bail bonds jail. There's going to be a peak in bail bondsmen's, business going up that day. So if y'all got, your money, your crypto, whatever, go ahead and get that bail bond in stock.
Hey.
Better call Saul. Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
Che, what do you think, man? You got 3 wins in a row for the Raiders.
Yeah.
Coming back home, Allegiant Stadium, biggest rivalry in football, Chiefs Raiders. Trying to get over that hump. What's it look like?
We also have a familiar number right there, right? With 6 wins. This is an L. Because they just haven't shown me enough. I know we beat them last season in KC, and that was wonderful. That was an amazing game to watch. Just us dominate them.
That was the birth of Bob Hope right there.
Hell yeah. And we were like, fuck yeah, Bobby. Because, we all called the L. Bobby was the only one saying dub on that one. And we were all just hoping that Bobby was right? So please be right, Bobby. Please be right. But this, for me, is an L. I think they're going to come in with that chip on their shoulder thinking, you know what? This team thinks that they got our number. They beat us in KC, and they basically had us beat up to the last seconds in Las Vegas last season. So, and maybe we might be riding high on that feat as well, right? But I think they're going to come in, they're going to get the win, man. They're going to get the win. They're going to silence the crowd early, and then it's going to be, not what we expect. So I'm hoping I'm dead wrong. I'm hoping I'm dead wrong about this. I'm hoping Bobby got that shit absolutely down packed right. But I feel like this is going to be a loss, man.
I'm right there with you, brother. I think we're getting better. I think the Chiefs stay good. I think we have a lot more new pieces coming in here. I think the Raiders going to continue to give the Chiefs a run for the money. We got plenty of film. This is all John Gruden ever wants to do right now in his career is sweep the Chiefs, man, and get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
But I think in this one, man, my gut feeling tells me it's going to be a close game, and it's going to be the refs that juke us over. They're going to fuck us over on our home field on what is this, Monday Night Football? This is Sunday Night Football. And it's going to leave just a sour taste in your mouth Monday morning. And I hate to see that. But, Kane, man, shed some light on it. Are you going to go a different direction? Are you feeling like me and Che? Are you going to stand with Bobby? Week 10, Kansas City Chiefs.
I feel like, and I feel like I've been saying this, and I have to keep this same energy here on the podcast. I've been saying it on the blog. I've been saying it on the Twitter. We have the Chiefs' number.
Okay.
We have the Chiefs. Yeah, we got their number, man.
Yep.
We got their number.
Yep.
These two guys been knowing each other for a long time. Andy Reid and John Gruden. I was driving today and I was thinking about football and the Raiders and John Gruden and just Super Bowls and competitions and all this shit. And if y'all remember, Andy Reid and John Gruden played in the NFC Championship when the Raiders went against we thought the Eagles was gonna beat Tampa Bay and we was gonna play the Eagles. That was our Super Bowl, but we end up that Tampa Bay just luckily beat Andy Reid. It was John Gruden versus Andy Reid. So these guys been battling it out for a long time, man, a very long time. That they coached on the same staff in Green Bay. They come from the same tree. Mike Holmgren, Bill Walsh type shit. Their history is steeped in just it's going back for a long time. Okay. And so there's competition there. John Gruden wants to beat Andy Reid when he plays against him, no doubt.
Okay.
No doubt.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like we got at this point we would have beat the Chiefs, and I keep, I know we didn't, but one play we lost the Chiefs against one play in my mind last year. We would have beat them twice,
right.
But we lost to them in one play. One play in my mind. Mm-hmm. So I feel like we got their number. So I feel like we're going to beat them, and I feel like we're going to sweep them this year.
Oh,
so that's just how. Yeah, book it, bruh. We're going to sweep the Chiefs this year.
And that was with Gunther's defense too.
This is true.
That's a disorganized defense, man. If it's
we matched them. You know what we did? We went out. We was able to match Patrick Mahomes' offense. Andy, these two dudes, these offensive minds, they was able to match offense for offense. It wasn't. Their defenses is that yes, Kansas City defense is just a little bit better than ours was last year. Not much better. They get their scoring from the offense, but their defense is a bend don't break. It just doesn't break. Ours broke. That's where we fucked up. Ours was a bend don't break, but we just broke in where we shouldn't have. And that's why we end up with the record we end up with. You know what I'm saying? But we still have the Chiefs' number. So we're still able to compete with them. And so as long as our offense is good as theirs, which I believe it is, we're the mirror teams. We're the mirror teams. Our teams can look in the mirror and say, we the same exact fucking team. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So as far as offenses is concerned, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like, yes, we have their number. As long as we can score with them, and if our defense is a top 15 defense like it should be under Bradley, then I feel like we got the Chiefs, man. If we would have been a top 15 defense last year and Abram didn't make a dumbass play, one play, we beat them twice. We sweep them. We matched them score for score. They have to play us. I feel like we're the same thing this year. And I feel like this time we go out and we sweep them.
Okay.
That's a bold statement.
All right.
But I'm saying it. I'm sticking by it too.
I like it.
All right, next round, guys. We're going to make this a speed round. No comments. I just want your win or your loss. Week 11, another back-to-back home game here. Another home game. This one against the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going with the W.
Cincinnati Bagels?
The Cincinnati Bagels, because it's baby.
I got a dub also, man.
Dub also.
Let's get that dub, man.
Bobby, what do you say?
Dub, bro.
Dub. All right, speed round, Kane.
Dub.
All right. Well, I already told you what our record was when we're all on the same win column. And it was actually a lie. That it's not really our record. But, you know, wanted you guys to feel good about
Damn,
it.
bro, they already fucking placed their bets, bro.
I actually believed you because shit, our shit is just that good. So I wasn't even tripping. I felt like it's just the norm. We that good. Fuck it.
Dude, hey, straight up,
We
bro.
12-1. You know what I mean?
I saw that stat pop up on PFF, bro. PFF's Pillaging Podcast PFF's rating, dude. like they had that in already, bro.
It's actually pretty close though. We're 11-2 or 11-3, something like that. So it's actually pretty damn close.
Hey,
We fared pretty well. We're on the same page. All right. Next one. Let's make this quick, not necessarily speed round, but if you guys want to give a couple comments, let's do it. But it's an NFC team. We don't need to spend a lot of time on this. This one is on Thanksgiving, so it's a short week, 4-day turnaround against the Cowboys. I'm going with an L right here. I'm not going to explain it any further. Short week. Cowboys kind of have our number a little bit. It's Thanksgiving. I just don't like our chances in this game. I'm going to leave it short and sweet right there. This is an L.
I agree, man. I'm going L also. It's a weird.
I'm gonna say it's an L too. Same reasons you said, Kenny.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Cowboys have historically won during Thanksgiving, but Raider Nation gonna give them a fat loss, so we gonna win.
Okay.
I like it, bub.
Hey, straight out, bro.
Yeah.
How awesome is that gonna be? We'll be able to watch some turkey.
We're going to take home that
eat
turducken.
some, yeah, straight out, bro.
Hey, 2021 Bob Hope part 2.
Last time we did, they whooped our ass.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Let's go speed round here because we're going to spend some time on these last few games. So another speed round, win or loss, week 13 home game against the Washington Redskins.
No,
Kane,
but they're the Washington football team.
the Washington football team. Thank you. I apologize if I offended anybody. Kane, what do you got? Win or loss?
I got this as a win.
Okay. A win. Bobby, what do you say?
Yeah, dub. Sorry, dude. They ain't got nothing. Still disorganized.
Che?
Dub.
Dub. All right.
Dub
You-
Nation.
You even got a name, bruh.
Nope.
How you gonna get a win? You know what I'm saying? Alex Smith ain't walking. Alex Smith ain't walking, bro.
Ooh, don't jinx us. Don't jinx us. But damn, that was low.
You thought I was gonna say through that door. Hey, Alex Smith ain't limping through that door.
He just ain't.
He just ain't, bro.
Ain't.
All right, so here we go again. This one on the road, December 12th. My nipples are hard thinking about how cold it's gonna be.
Glass cutters.
Glass cutters, diamond cutters, bro.
That's right.
Arrowhead Stadium against the Kansas City Chiefs in Week 14.
Slicing up
Chase got us with 8 wins. Kane and Bobby with 9 wins apiece. For you guys, playoff implications, I have us at 6 wins. Right now is a time where we start hoping for other teams to help us out. In my column, what do you guys say about this game? Che, start us off. Raiders at Chiefs. No prime time. Early in the morning.
All right. I'm gonna go back to what
Ooh, and cold as a motherfucker.
it's gonna be cold in a motherfucker,
Yep.
bro. It's
Especially
gonna
in
be
the
real
morning.
cold. But this is the show me game.
The show me game.
Okay?
Okay.
This is Derek Carr show me.
This is a playoff game.
Show me that you can beat the Chiefs in these elements game. Okay? Because we've been here before, and look, we've been proud of what he's been able to accomplish in the last season. We appreciate the turnaround, DC, but this is the monkey you got to get off your back. The cold game against the Chiefs in KC. You have to win this game. You have to win this game because this is going to show us that the progress is what we think it is. So I'm going dub because it's what you better fucking do.
Oh, a little pressure. He's gonna Chase putting the pressure for the W.
That's from your life coach
like
right there, bro. Dub, you better.
Kane, you already have this down as a W. You outlined your thoughts very clearly back when we were on week 10. So I'm going to Bobby Wasabi. Is this a win or a loss?
Last season showed that it's a new day for the relationship between Kansas City and the Raiders. The days of us seeing that schedule and being like, well, there's a loss right there. It's don't even think about it. Maybe we might win, but there's a loss right there. There's 2 losses right there, for the season. Those days are over. I don't see us seeing that anymore, seeing the hopelessness anymore, because especially the way we showed up and how Kane said 1 play away from pulling, a sweep off of Kansas City. However, though, because it is a brand new day, they know that it's a brand new day. We gonna handle them game 1 against them, but game 2 though, that weather is still gonna kick Carr's ass. I really feel like that's what's gonna happen, and it's. I mean, just look at it. It's in December, man. It's in the middle, of America, where it just gets colder than a mother, dude. So I unfortunately don't see it happening because. Besides the weather, is that Kansas City ain't gonna let that first loss to us for the season in what was it, week 10 or week 10, that they ain't gonna let that happen again, man.
Okay,
it's over with. So they're gonna. But then again, like I said, the days of us losing twice to Kansas City isn't gonna happen. There'll be those years where we come and we sweep them. That is gonna happen. That is It's guaranteed that we're gonna sweep Kansas City. But this year, I don't see it happening just because of the proximity of the second game, which is going to be in December.
Right. Okay. All right. And of course,
that's a good take, Bobby. I like Bobby's take. I really do, and I understand it.
It's an honest take. From a guy who's normally very optimistic. Still though, 9 wins on the schedule at this point for both you, Bobby, and Che. So he's marking the L, but the Raiders still very much in the hunt with a lot to prove should they make the playoffs and see the Chiefs again. So it's a good storyline. It's a good take. It's fair, and your predictions are still balanced. So I like that. Bobby, and I like the honesty there, because I know you like predicting a win against the Chiefs. I mean, we all do.
Hell yeah.
We all do.
No, but his point is correct, because if you look at it, we played them early at home last year and we beat them. Then we played them late at our house. Yeah, you see. Yep. So Bobby has a point.
Yeah, we had the weather.
Very, very valid point. Yeah, because we didn't never see him in cold weather last year. So, there's a valid point there.
Yeah, and then Scott S in the chat says, "Remember the second game versus KC last year? Everyone said the Raiders are going to get boat raced. Raiders took KC to the wire. We should have confidence against them this year at KC. If it's cold, it's going to be tough." I agree with you, Scott. I think they're going to come in with some swagger. On my prediction, they're going to come in with something to prove, and a lot more to prove being on the road, but I still don't think it's enough to get it done. The Chiefs are getting ramped up and ready for another Super Bowl run, and I think we're going to take an L. I don't think it's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be a boat race, but I think it's going to be clear from the start the Raiders aren't ready to show up in this game, and it's going to be another L.
Can I change my prediction?
Yeah. We're still here.
The reason why I was a little arrogant, but you know why? Because we do have their number. But I'm the reason I want to change my prediction is not because they're better than us, or not because we cannot beat them, because I feel like we can beat them twice, like Bobby said. But Bobby made a point. It's going to be cold as a motherfucker. But Kenny, Carr did show that he can win cold weather games last year. So I'm going to change my prediction that we might lose that game, man. That we're going to lose that game.
Okay. All right. Man. Yeah, and Jay's standing alone a lot this year.
Chair stands alone.
Hey, we're all...
The chair stands alone.
we all got your back, Chair.
Hey.
I don't want that to happen.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Send some Bob Hope this way.
That's right.
Send some Bob Hope vibes, man.
Back-to-back road games here. The first and only time on this schedule. But it is on the East Coast, or I should say it is in the Midwest. It's up north where it is cold, and it's outdoors against the Cleveland Browns, who put 11 wins up on the board last year, pushed by a very competitive AFC North last year. This is a tough game to call. I can't give you a time because on the schedule I saw said to be decided. It's probably listed on most schedules as a 10 o'clock game with the ability to be flexed into prime time. I don't think the Raiders are in the hunt on my schedule prediction at this point. So I think it stays as a 10 o'clock game. I don't see the Raiders winning this one. Back-to-back road games against a competitive Cleveland squad who actually looks like they're putting it together right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with an L here. Bobby, get in there. I know you got something to say. What is it, man?
I was going to say, wasn't this like supposed to be between like Saturday and Sunday supposed to be? That was what
is it one of those?
I think it was one of those type of deals. That's why it was to be determined.
Okay. That makes sense.
Either way, though, I don't think the grapple is gonna show up this year, man. Well, what helped us out last year?
Oh yeah, the grapple. That's right.
Yeah, dude.
Good callback.
Hey, man, that was a wild game right there, and especially what Kenny said, man, because
grapple, man.
Cleveland is actually dialing it in a little bit better, man.
Yeah.
I think they're actually gonna pay attention to what side of the fucking field they're on and try to make it as least advantageous to us as possible, man. Coming back and coming from another cold game to another cold game, you figure they'd be a little bit more, equipped for the climate and whatnot, but I just don't see it happening as well, man. It sucks to say because it was a very emotional W last year. It was cool, man, but yeah, even though we got our what was it, Kenny's main man, Carl Joseph, back on the squad, I don't think he's gonna make it, make that much of a push against the Browns.
And this is the time of the year, again, said it last year, said it the year before, is you're now like way deep into the season. We have a young roster, young players in key positions. This is where they start to hit the wall a little bit. This is where Josh Jacobs is nicked up. I like Kenyon Drake as a running back. I don't like him as a cold weather, December running back. So just more thoughts on why I'm giving us an L against the Browns. Again, if the Raiders are playing gritty and tough, this game could easily go their way. I just don't see it happening. Kane, what do you think about the Cleveland Browns in Week 15 on the road here?
So that's on the road, and we played them in the same weather we played them last year, right? We played them pretty tough, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And we won.
Yeah.
I have this as a win on my schedule.
Okay. That makes sense to me. Boom, when we lock it in.
You know why? Just real quick, and this is real quick and understandable. If you want to make the playoffs, you have to beat the teams that you're supposed to be better than. Yeah. If you're not going to make the playoffs. Especially in a 17-game season.
Yeah.
So,
Yup. Che, where you at, man?
I got this as a loss.
Oh, okay. Scantron. Scantron gang.
No, not Scantron, bro. I just feel like you're going into your second away game, another cold weather situation, and I said it like the Chiefs isn't like oh yeah, I'm 100% the Raiders are gonna beat the Chiefs. It's what should happen. Right? Because we need to see that from Carr. We need to see him get that monkey off his back and beat the Chiefs in KC in a cold weather situation. That's why I'm saying that. I'm saying that. I'm going to speak that into fruition, right? But this game against the Browns, we saw the Browns. The Browns, they're not a joke anymore, bro. No. They're not the laughing stock of the league. They're a legitimate team now.
And they got some heart.
Yeah, and they got some battle in them. So They got two tough running backs over there, okay? They can come at you with a two-headed monster running game, and it's a tough game, bro. This is just a tough game. Yeah. So I feel like this one's going to get us. I feel like this one's going to get us, man.
Yeah. May Spitfire in the chat says, the Browns is the Browns, and he dabbed on us. He hit us with the dab emoji. So,
okay.
All right. And Scott S says it'll be interesting to see how the Browns handle the high expectations this year, and that's true. That's true. I mean, we don't live out there in Browns country. We don't hear their local media, but you make a good point. I bet you there is a lot of expectations. Hopes are really high. There's a lot of eyeballs on the Browns this year.
And the last time that hopes were this high, they flopped.
They did.
They did. Last time they had hopes like this,
yeah,
was supposed to be when Baker Mayfield, who was ranked supposed to be a better quarterback than Derek Carr, was supposed to be joining them, and all of a sudden, it's gonna happen.
Came into Oakland, we smacked the taste out of them.
Yeah, boom. You looking a lot looking a lot like Johnny Manziel that season. They were like, the fans were like, no, not again. Another hotshot QB.
I threw up on myself in that game.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
That was gross.
You and a whole bunch of other Raider fans, bro. I seen it.
That's a little personal. Getting personal with Bobby.
All right, so right here we got the final 3 games of this extended season. Even though I only have us at 6 wins, you guys all have us at 9 wins apiece.
God damn, bruh. Okay.
But hey, still in a playoff hunt, possibly though, even on my board. So these last 3 games very important. First one against the Denver Broncos the day after Christmas. Kane, are you going to get a late Christmas present this year? The little package. Little Red Ryder BB gun stashed behind the Christmas tree.
Oh, shit.
Is this going to be a W at home against the Denver Broncos?
That radio flyer, bro.
Yeah.
I said we was going to lose to that first game, right?
Yeah.
This is a division game, so I feel like we'll split, with the division as a whole. So I feel like we're going to win.
That's smart. That's a smart assessment. That's a good way to break that down.
I like that.
I like that. Yeah. So the Red Ryder shotgun, BB gun behind the tree. Bobby, is it going to be the BB gun, or how about a nice football for you?
Oh, man. It's going to be a nice foosball
Is it?
for me, dog. Got to play that futbolito, bro.
Hey, there you go.
Yo, we winning that, bro. It's a home game.
Okay.
Yeah, Denver ain't walking out.
Okay.
They ain't walking out with our presence, bro, at home. That's all I gotta say. Fuck that.
Che, what's up? Are you going to be unwrapping a present on December 26th?
I got the sweep against the Broncos.
Sweep against the Broncos.
Nice,
Yeah,
Oof.
yeah. If they can handle us at home, they're sure as hell ain't gonna be able to handle us in Vegas, bro. So, yeah, I got that as a dub.
I do too. For all the reasons that Kane stated earlier, it just lines up good for us. And yeah, and half us losing the first game against Denver, we ain't getting swept by the Broncos.
Hell no.
That's for sure. So we were either
No,
sweeping or
fuck
splitting.
no. We ain't getting swept by the Broncos.
So that's something.
They going to catch us sleeping, and the second time we're going to be ready for their ass. If cold weather or not. Yeah, that's just how I feel. I agree with you.
This next game is interesting. The Colts, for me, have been a really difficult team to read the last couple years.
Yeah.
And who they're going to be at what time of the season. Really hard for me to put my finger on the Colts. They're not a terrible team. They're not a great team. They're a team that can get the job done. Phillip Rivers, is he still over there this year? Or
Nope.
I think he retired,
right?
He retired, yeah. Those kids finally wore him down.
But
And I'm talking about his children. Like 40 of them, bro.
and the other thing that's interesting here is I feel like the Raiders are going to be looking for a wild card spot. I feel like the Colts are going to be looking for a wild card spot.
Yeah.
A lot of people are probably looking at their schedule and being like, Colts, and they're AFC team. They're not in our division, though. This is kind of almost a forgettable game team at this point. But I think when you look at how the win-loss is going to line up for both of us, we're going to be in a similar spot here, and both of these teams are going to have a lot to play for.
Yeah.
So I think this game is a lot more important than what it looks like on the schedule, if that makes sense.
It has happened before, man. Like that, dude.
And I have, if I'm looking at my predictions here, I have us with one road win, and I don't think we leave the season with just one road win. I was beating the Colts here. I think we're both teams that are trying to build, but I think the Raiders are a lot further along in this process. It's going to be incredible halftime locker room speeches. I think we match up well against this squad. I think we're more talented than the Colts. I think at this point, things are coming together for some of these guys. We can beat the Colts on the road inside of a stadium. This lines up well for a late season road game victory for the Raiders. I'm giving us the W. I'm giving the Colts the L here in Week 17. Che, what do you think, man? Indianapolis Colts, they're tough to predict, right?
I mean, look, this team has had its share of ups and downs in the last few seasons. But I feel like there's one thing that it has been showing over the last couple seasons, at least, is that this defense is a really athletic defense, especially at the linebacker position. So, I feel like they can rattle some offenses, man. Mm-hmm. They really do, and they're a team that you feel like they're not that great. Like, you look at their roster and you don't think like, oh my God, they got so many amazing fucking players, but they're like a fucking fly. Like they just bug you and they get you out of your game. And before you know it, you're in the fucking final quarter and you might be down 7.
Yeah.
And I think this is a loss, bro.
Wow. Okay.
I think this is a loss. Yeah. That being said, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be kind of one of those late season heartbreakers. Like, oh, we were,
Yeah.
needed that one. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Bobby, what do you think, man?
Road win.
Road win. Road warrior.
I just had to say it like that, man.
Roadhouse.
Just exactly. Thank you. The reason why, I mean, we've said this before. There's been a lot of shakeups throughout the whole league, everywhere, as far as the quarterback room, and especially there, they, for some reason, were banking on old, fucking Rivers over here to try to get them to the Super Bowl, and like, oh yeah, this guy's done it before. He just needs to have the weapons around him, and blah blah blah. And in reality, what was their backup plan? What was their idea for 2021? Because it really wasn't going to happen for them. Why? Because Raider Nation knows what Rivers can and can't do. We've been there before. And so, I mean, for their backup plan is supposed to be Carson Wentz.
Yeah. He's going to be hurt by this time.
Exactly what I was going to say. They may have some good wide receivers on the crew.
Yeah.
They have a somewhat decent tight end, but with a quarterback that consistently gets hurt, nah, dude, I honestly see us pulling it off.
Yeah. Yeah, their backup plan needs a backup plan.
Pretty much, man.
Kane, man, round us out here, week 17. This is a game that's going to mean something no matter where you are on your predictions. Got to win out at the end of the season. So week 17, final quarter of the season, on the road against the Colts in the Dome. Where you got the Raiders at, win or loss?
So I'm at 11 wins right now, right?
10 because you changed your Chiefs pick.
Okay. I feel like we're going to win this game. I feel like if you want to make the playoffs, and I know this is repetitive, but I feel like if you want to make the playoffs, you have to beat the teams that are also wanting to make the playoffs, and you have to be better than those teams if you want to make the playoffs. So I want my team to make the playoffs. So I'm going to say that we're going to win because we are supposed to make the playoffs this year. If we don't, then the season is a disappointment.
Yeah.
8-9, 9-8, 10-7. That's not acceptable. You have to win 11 or 12 games to make the playoffs this season. With a 17 game schedule. So I'm going to say we have to win this game, whether we win it or not. I'm going to say we're going to win.
Okay.
Because we want to make the playoffs.
Gotcha. And for those reasons, I'm going to say that. Let me start over. I don't want Che to stand alone here, and I'm not going to change my pick. But the reason why I would possibly write this down as an L, which I did not, is that in the recent past, when the Raiders are in a late season game that they have to win to make it happen, they just don't. They don't show up. They fall flat on their face. But so I don't feel real comfortable with this win. But I'm putting it down. I'm putting it down. I'm going to be hopeful here. Kenny Hope.
Sort of like how I felt about Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Week 2.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Final game of the season here, week 18.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Let me call Kane back. I think we just lost him on there. Hold on one second. Oops.
Maybe his phone died, bro.
Yeah. So week 18 at home against the Chargers. Okay. What do you say, Bobby? This is it. Chargers, we get 2 home games every year against the LA Chargers.
Yeah, dude. Okay, that's a dub again, dude. It's for the same reasons that we said before. He's not going to get over that horrible loss that he had at his quote-unquote home field. So to actually come to,
Vegas.
to Raider Nation.
Please leave your message for...
Yeah, it's just going to completely demoralize him. And he's already going to be having those terrible nightmares and just waking up.
It's going to be sweating, bro.
Silver and black. Yeah, so it's definitely going to be a dub for us right there.
Okay.
I like it, man.
Che, what do you say, man?
I got this down as a dub as well, man. I think I like us finishing off the season with a W. Bookends, right? But does that mean we make playoffs? I don't know. An 11-7 record, or 11-6, right? 11-6.
Please leave.
11-6. That's
You're at 10 wins with the dub. It would be at 11.
Yeah, 11-6. I don't know. I think that there's gonna be still some, like, we need some things to fall for us in order for us to get through, right? Because I don't think we're gonna win the division, so that's not gonna lock us a spot. And so we've already seen in some of these other divisions where some teams can kind of run away, and even if their record is not that great, they get a spot because they run away with the division. So, 11 wins and hopefully a playoff berth, man. I sure hope so, man. I sure hope so.
Okay. I'm gonna go, man. I'm just. This is where things stop making sense. But again, just like I said, when the Raiders are in the late season with a game that they have to win, they put Rolando McClain on the tight end and we lose. So I'm marking this one down as a loss. Unfortunately, I think at this point, despite the win in Week 17 against the Colts, on my board, I had them at 8 wins, which means they're going to need a lot of help getting into the playoffs. And at this point, it just didn't happen. And so they're coming into the final week of the season with not much to play for except for pride, and that's just not going to get it done. I had a feeling that this is just going to be an L, and it's going to be an ugly game on both sides of the ball. By the way, shout out to Kevin Lurker, $5 donation, no comment.
Shout out, brother. Real quick, I just want to make a comment because I don't think we brought this up enough in these games against the Chargers. Is the Gus Bradley addition and the knowledge that he has of that team.
That's smart.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we are not just taking over a head coach from that team, right? Former head coach of the Chargers that has firsthand knowledge of this quarterback, this offense, and the weapons that they have, right? But we're bringing a guy that's going to be in charge of turning this defense around. I feel like this is a show-out game for Gus Bradley, and so I think we got to pay a little bit more attention and give a little bit more respect to Gus Bradley's possible effect on this game.
Solid.
Versus this offense.
Solid. Fair enough. Kane's not with us. We'll change his pick, but just for the sake of okay. All right. The contact name you had threw me off there. Let me try to give him one more call back, and we'll see what happens.
I got Kane listed as a Canal Street Kane because that man was running Canal Street when we went to New York.
He was.
9.
There was nobody hustling Kane. Kane was hustling the hustlers. Huh?
Yeah, you can't hustle.
Let him know we're trying to call him back, but we can't get him on. But if we had to read Kane's mind here, he's at 11 wins. He has us beating the Chargers early in the season. Based on his comments about the Chargers, I don't see him predicting a loss. And what he said of needing 11 or 12 wins to get into the playoffs, he thinks the Raiders are a playoff team. I'm going to guess that he's going to call this as a win.
I think that's fair.
Is that fair?
I think that's fair. Okay. I don't think you're wrong about that, man.
All right.
Yeah, it's weird, bro. Usually it's Chad and myself that are
the hopeful ones. Yeah,
up there, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean, I'm one game off from you guys, so I'm not that far off, right? I'm still riding on some hope. And thankfully, we have Kenny here to smack us into reality.
I was gonna say when you
not
say
let us get out ahead.
When you say you guys, I know you're not talking about me. Shout out to Damage Incorporated. Good morning, brother, with the $4.99 donation.
Shout out, Damage.
Chat. We appreciate that. So we'll try to get him back on here. As I do that, you guys have kind of already tipped your hat, but let us know. Bobby, Che, are the Raiders a playoff team in 2021?
Like I said, man, for me, I think we're gonna with an 11-6 record. Other years that might have been like, hell yeah, that's a guaranteed playoff record. But I don't know. I don't know if it is. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm way off. But I feel like it's possible that we need some help.
Was that me?
I don't know what happened, but one more time, Che.
No, I was just saying that I think it's going to be possible that we need some help to get in with this record because, like I said, the Chiefs will probably take the division. So we won't have a guarantee as far as us winning the division. So even at 11-6, I think we're gonna need a little bit of help. We're gonna need some things to fall properly, man.
And are we gonna get it or not?
All right, man. You're gonna make me say yes. I'm gonna say yes.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna say
say
yes.
All right.
Yes, we get in by the hair of our chinny chin
Because
chin.
because last year your prediction was they better make the.
That's right.
playoffs.
I did say that, and it's the same this year. They
Yeah.
better fucking make the playoffs. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a yes.
Okay.
Give it a yes, man.
Kane, what do you say? Well, first of all, Kane, let's backtrack. We didn't have you on the phone. We predicted that you would say the Raiders would beat the Chargers in Week 18. What's your actual prediction?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. So
Absolutely.
At 12 wins, is that enough for the Raiders to make the playoffs? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. And are you saying we make the playoffs? They make the playoffs as a division winner? Do we take the AFC West in 2021?
No.
No. Okay.
No. I have the Chiefs winning 14 games. I looked at their schedule too.
So a solid 12-win wild card team coming in with a lot of checks in the win column. I like that. A fully loaded wild card team coming in with the record that should have won the division, but you got the Chiefs there, and this is what it takes to get in the wild card in the AFC. I like that. That's good. That's good. That makes a lot of sense to me. What about you, Bobby?
Well, I mean,
Because you're at 12 wins too.
yeah, I mean, for sure, I feel like we do get into the playoffs. As far as winning the division, same thing what Kane said, man. You have to look at everybody else's, and that's the one thing about Raider Nation, real Raider fans, is that they're not just looking at the world through those silver and black glasses. They actually look at everything else. They're real football players. Why? Because a lot of these cats also even play fantasy as well, which helps them look at the entire, the entire field as a whole and try to see like, well, what it is that actually, as far as schedules, players, historical matchups, and all of that type of stuff. So I honestly feel like, yeah, we'll be able to squeeze into the playoffs. But as far as divisions and what's happened before and with what's going on with the Chiefs, it's, the division just ain't going to happen. It's not in the cards for this year. However, though, Chiefs, please be scared because we coming for that ass.
Ooh.
And we will be rocking the division. So that's right. And Jen going to be keeping y'all up.
Yeah, that's it. Jed's going to keep you up at night. So finally, my prediction, 8-9. I know. You're not happy about it. I know. But hear me out, okay? Last year I predicted we'd go 8-8. We did. As Jen reminded me in the chat, they didn't win and lose the games you predicted, though. You're right, Jen. I did not predict the game for game. That is absolutely correct. But the overall win-loss record, it's a feeling of where this team is, right? Your win-loss record is a measurement. It tells you who you are and where you're at in the league in black and white, right? The numbers are right there. So there's no pictures on the scoreboard, right? There's no moral victories in the NFL. The reason why I have us at 8 wins again, we shuffled the entire offensive line. We're still relying on a lot of draft picks and a lot of new guys coming on this team. This is hopefully going to be the first year of a full offseason. I just don't see it being enough to get the job done. Do I think the Raiders are an improved team? I think they're a team, again, that's improving. I don't think we're that much better than we were last year, just for all the points I just said. It's going to take some time for this to get together. Now, the one caveat I have to this is, and I told Che this a couple weeks ago when we were just talking on the couch, if the Raiders, if these young cats can gel down the stretch, if morale in the locker room is high, if this team is building together and getting solid practices in every week, I think the ceiling for this team is actually 2 wins higher. I see that the Raiders being a 10-win team this year, if down the backstretch they can pull it together and get some momentum going. However, that's an if. And I don't like betting on ifs And so the way I see the team right now is still just an 8-win team and an extended losses. So I have a feeling the Raiders are going to go 8-9, but they're going to leave the season with the feeling that there's a lot to build on in Raider Nation and coming back in 2022 and actually turning the corner. So my long-term prediction is the Raiders come in again with 8 wins, but projecting upwards, and look for this team to get better in the 5th year. And that's just where I'm at right now with the Raiders.
You don't think we're a playoff team already?
Not even close. Not even close. No.
So that means that we wasn't a playoff team last year either.
Well, we weren't. No, we weren't. That's right. 8 wins.
My take on that is a little bit different, bro. I feel like we started off, in the first 10 games, we were 6-4. In the last 2 years, I feel like defense has played a big part in why we haven't been the playoff and why we haven't made the playoffs. I don't feel like the offense has anything to do with why we haven't made the playoffs. They've been the catalyst for why we have won as many games, why we won.
Yeah.
So I feel like, if you don't feel like we're going to if you don't feel like we should make the playoffs this year, then Gus Bradley's hire, didn't really help us in year one, and it's going to be very disappointing because there's high expectations being, with him being hired, he's like the savior, like the white knight, that's come through on his horse and like, I'm going to get you guys into the playoffs because you only needed good defense and you would have made it.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, I feel like we are a playoff team, and we just haven't made the playoffs because we've lacked in an area that we've addressed in the off season. And so, if we don't make the playoffs this year, it's a very, very big disappointment in my mind, and it's time to make some changes.
Yeah.
I'm not where you want. We can start talking about that later on down the line. But I feel like if you don't make the playoffs this year, in year 4 of this experiment that we've been going through with John Gruden, then it's time to start making some changes.
I see where you're coming from, but the fact is, you're not a playoff team if you haven't made the playoffs, and that's just the facts.
Right.
And I feel like it would be time to tear it down if we had thrown all our money at free agents, which we didn't have enough money to throw at it anyway, so that's a moot point. But if this team was loaded with like superstar free agents and we threw everything at getting into the playoffs, it would have been a major disappointment. And still going to be disappointing for Raider fans the way the roster is constructed now.
But you loaded with first-round draft picks, though.
You are loaded with first-round draft picks.
16 first-round draft picks.
But these guys are like 1 to 3 years in the league, tops. I see maybe Gus Bradley joining us, giving us 2 more wins. I don't see it being a 4-win difference. I just don't see that. But I do respect your picks. I understand your thought process. It could go that way. I'm just not hopeful. I'm basing this off of what I've seen last year. I haven't seen this year's draft picks play yet. It's a lot that has to come together. Brand new offensive line. It's a tough schedule. There's some tough teams on this schedule. And it's a lot of hope and ifs to get to this playoffs.
But the offensive
I'm
line,
not going to put my money on that.
The offensive line may be new, but the coach that's running the offensive line isn't new. And that coach was able to work with a lot of random stuff.
And it resulted in 8 wins, Bobby.
It was there though too, though, man. I totally get what you're saying though, dude. But to actually be able to have a shot with somebody that could potentially give you 8 wins, but not only that, with someone that may be able to bring in the defense that can stop the other team from getting that fucking win and handing us an L.
But let me ask you, do you really believe that a reloaded offensive line, a new DC, and Casey Hayward is going to give us 4 more wins?
At least 2 more, man.
At least 2 more. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Like I said, our ceiling, I think, is 10 wins.
I expect that.
But you guys each predicted 12 in the playoffs. And I see this team losing more than 5 games this year. But I respect your guys' opinion. I think everyone really put a lot of thought into this. I think everyone's prediction, even if I didn't agree with them, made sense on a lot of levels. It's a tough schedule to predict this year. This is a team that's in transition, so it's very hard to predict which way it's going to go. So, yeah, I'm kind of just playing safe here and saying, you know what? It's still building. A lot of young faces. I don't think we're a bad 8-win team. I think we're an 8-win team with a lot left to prove. I don't think it's time to tear it down. I think it's a lot of young talent that is yet to blossom, and I think that comes to fruition very soon. I see this team trending upwards. I just don't see them taking the leap this year. I think it's a lot to ask.
8 wins is not, but okay. Now, let me make this argument with you. It's 17 games, right? So if you only won 8 games, you're just rebuilding. You're not on the cusp of anything in a 17-game season when you have to win 11 games to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
If you only won 8, then you are so far off. Then you should just tear that shit back down and rebuild it.
Well, you said the same thing last year when you predicted 11 wins, and I said 8. And where are we? And we haven't rebuilt. You know what I mean? So,
actually, we kind of did rebuild. We built the offensive line. We got rid of a lot of defensive linemen. We did rebuild.
Okay, we rebuilt
in
the
an Al
offensive
Davis
line.
kind of way.
But was the offensive line the problem that we needed to rebuild? We rebuilt the offensive line out of necessity. We did that to clear cap space to sign Ngakoue. That's what happened.
Well, the offensive line kind of sputtered towards the end of the season last year, too.
And it's going to do better this year?
You know what? If you want to make the playoffs, they better.
They better, but that's not what I asked.
I don't know. Without looking at Leatherwood, I mean, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know either. It's a lot of question marks for me to be like, yeah, we're going to win 12 wins. It's just a lot that I haven't seen and I don't know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play it down the middle and say 8 wins. That's where I see this team. I don't know if we've gotten better because the improvements, the additions we've made are brand new. And there's a lot of guys that have yet to develop. Henry Ruggs, first-round draft pick. You've been very critical of him. Does he get us 12 wins? You know, Abram, first-round draft pick. Does he get us 12 wins? The only one that I feel making a big difference and helping us get there is Josh Jacobs. And that's the only...
Max Crosby, Yannick Ngakoue. I mean, come on now.
Max Crosby's not a first-round draft pick. You know,
but I'm saying the players on the team, like the players that we've added.
Yeah.
You know, we've added some, you know, the Solomon Thomases. We've added some good players on defense.
It's got to come together, and I'm just saying I don't know if it will that dramatically. I hope I'm wrong. I hope this team, but I don't. What I don't see is this team winning 12 games. I don't see that dramatic of an improvement. I think it's going to take a lot of magic and a lot of like momentum down the stretch to make that happen. And what I've seen in the last 2 years is we come down the stretch and this team runs out of gas. Players are hurt. Young players are hitting the rookie wall, and we start to falter down the stretch. We start dropping games that we're supposed to be winning. And that's kind of what I base this on. You know, it's just the trend of the season, not necessarily the weekly matchups, because we all know in the NFL, just because you're supposed to beat a team doesn't mean you're going to. So I'm just looking at it, bird's eye view, big picture. I don't see this team, you know, maybe 9 wins. I almost went with 9 wins on this prediction because I feel good about that. I don't really feel good above that. I think 10 would be great. I think anything over that is a stretch. With all due respect, again, like you said, you guys made your predictions. I respect them. I'm not questioning any of them. But if you wanted my opinion, I gave you my opinion. I think.
No, I understand your point. You know? I do, bro. It's very, very valid. Yeah. And you're making me think. But I want to make the playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like this. If you want to make the playoffs, you got to win games. You got to beat the teams that you think you're better than. You know what I'm saying? Whether you are better than them or not, you think you better than them, then you need to beat them to make the playoffs. And so my prediction is basically based around the fact that I feel like we're going to make the playoffs this year.
Yeah.
You know, if anything else is a disappointment. 8, especially 8 wins. That's like fire the coach.
Hey, I'm above the line.
Quarterbacks.
I'm above
you know
the
what
line.
I'm saying? Like
Vegas has us at 7.5, so I'm above that. I'm above that, bro. Give that to me. But hey, man, come January, I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're right. I hope the chat is roasting the shit out of me. I hope I'm wearing a hater T-shirt. By all means, you guys have full pass. Roast the shit out of me if we win 12 games and get in the playoffs. I'll be so happy. I'll be so happy to eat crow next January. I really will be. But man, Barn burner of a segment, guys.
Amen.
It's a lot to chew on. I feel like we gave the fans a lot to chew on, a lot of different scenarios. We're going to take a break. We're going to call back. We're going to hear from the fans and hear what they actually had to say. I have a feeling none of them are predicting 9 losses.
You about to get your head ripped off, bro.
That's fine. That's what I'm here for. K, man, it's good to hear from you. Good luck down there, brother. Good luck down there. Stay
Hell
cool.
yeah, bro.
Hey, man. Hey, it's good to talk to you, brothers, man. And I look forward to talking to y'all next week and in between and all that good shit, man. I love y'all niggas, man.
I love
y'all my brothers.
Too, dog.
Y'all my brothers for real.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
I love y'all, man. I'll talk to y'all next week.
All right, brother.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Hey.
Appreciate it.
Peace.
All right.
Peace out, brother.
Peace.
Great call. Good. That was good, man. So yeah, we are gonna take a long break. I gotta get some more water. I gotta use the restroom. I'm sure these guys need some refreshments as well.
I couldn't hold it. I had to go.
Hey, handle your business.
man.
That was a long segment, man.
You gotta take care of yourself, man.
I went twice, bro. Okay.
Gotta take care of yourself. Hurt people, bro.
Hey, well, I don't want to pee on this shag rug, bro. That's why, dude. 'Cause, there is no getting that
Don't be
out.
messing up the shag rug, dog.
It's like sand, bro. It's never gonna leave.
It hides stains, bro. And on that, we'll see you guys on the other side. We out.
Yeah, peace.
Sound roll 66.
jump back in. We're unwrapping some snacks right now.
Cheer. Let's get cheesy up in here.
Got them baby bells, you know.
Dude, last time I had one of these baby bells was when I had to take that punishment sauce, bro.
Oh, yeah.
As you can tell, Bobby is scarred for life from that experience.
Yeah.
He's having flashbacks right now. He's sweating.
I was like,
He's sweating right now.
I better not mess up.
Tune into some old episodes of The Crow's Nest if you want to hear what that was like, man.
No, that was the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's right. It was a Super Bowl. But The Crow's Nest has a few of those as well.
And we're back.
Hey.
Let's catch up with the chat a little bit. We've kind of been ignoring chat
Let's do it, man.
because we were deep in it. Quinn, the Raider Racketeer, said, "Damn, that slap of reality at the end, though. It was like hitting it off with the girl, only to find out she's expecting payment." Shake my head. I thought that story was going a different direction, man. That took a crazy left turn.
Hey, we all think strippers like us, bro. We all do.
They do, bro. Strippers do like you.
Hey, man.
Are they gonna? Scott S says, "Are they gonna include vaccination status on the collectible game cards?" Fantasy football talk. I don't know what that means.
Hey, man.
I just got a survey from my job asking if I'm vaccinated. I'm like, it's none of your goddamn business. I like working from home. Mike says, "FYI, I called in when they were at the Steelers pick."
All right.
So what?
I dig it.
What does that mean?
So I guess we're going to get to hear.
We're gonna find out.
We're going to get to hear some good stuff here.
I like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like suspenseful. Scott S. The OGs have had their homerism slapped the fuck out. I totally understand. Hey, I was just talking to Che in the kitchen downstairs. Look, I'm with these guys too. Like I said, there's a lot of young talent on this team, and I believe in that talent. And I think if the chemistry is there, this team can make a run down the stretch. I think it's still going to be a rocky start. There's plenty of opportunities in the back half of that schedule, as we showed you. Like, who says we can't show up on Thanksgiving and smack the shit out of the Cowboys? They've been struggling for a while.
This is true.
Yeah.
That can happen. We can beat the Browns. We can beat the Colts. We should beat the Giants. Like, right? A lot of the L's that I have on there are more contextual than they are based on the talent on this team. So I mean, I'm not all doom and gloom. I'm not shitting on this team. I'm gonna have a chance to revisit these on the bye week and give you my real thoughts after I've seen them play.
There you go.
These are way too either early predictions. I'm playing it safe. Call me out.
That's why they're called that. They're called the way too early
Yeah.
to know predictions.
Ain't nothing wrong with playing the Kenny Safety role, dude. You know.
Can you safety him? That's it. That's a disc golf joke. May Spitfire says, if we don't make the playoffs, does Mayock keep his job? That's a good question. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, I'm sure there's going to be plenty of Raider fans calling for his head. Let's just state that right off the bat, right? Mm-hmm. But I think that what we've seen from Mark is that he is about keeping things consistent. So I don't think he blows up anything. If he still believes that Gruden is the guy to turn this around, I think he's going to keep all the elements that he can around him to create that consistency. So I think Mayock stays too. Yeah. I don't think Mayock is going to bite the bullet, regardless of what Raider Nation says, regardless of how people are feeling. Like, there's people that are right now, I guarantee you, right now on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Saying get rid of Gruden. Right now, this second, people are on Twitter saying get rid of Gruden. Mm-hmm. Okay? And Gruden is going to be the coach this year, guys. Okay? So I do think that Mayock is going to stick around, even if we do have another season of disappointment. I think he values consistency. Look, Mark Davis wasn't the owner of this team over the years prior, but he was around to see what inconsistency at the coach level, at the front office level got us. It got us a whole lot of nothing, a whole lot of horrible seasons and us waiting and waiting and waiting, I think he thinks, like I do, if you're going to lock into somebody, you're going to say, that's why he gave Gruden that crazy 10-year contract that everyone always brings up, right? Consistency. What does that mean? I want to have a consistent coach for years, not for a couple years, and then I fire your ass and bring in another one. Oh, you know what? This guy doesn't get along with the current, GM, so let's get rid of that motherfucker too. And that's how we ended up here in the first place. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I think they're gonna hold it together until they can't hold it together.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I agree with that. Quinn actually makes a really good point in the chat right now. He says the draft is in Las Vegas next year. Mark won't fire Mayock before that. If anything, just to keep up appearances. That's a really good point when you think about it.
Yeah.
I think some people might. I don't know about that. I do. I think that's actually a really good point. You don't want to look like your front office is in shambles,
right?
And you're holding, basically the front office Olympics on your home turf. So, and then lastly, Matt Marinovich says additional depth in defense and offense with Bradley's coaching will help us in the back half of the season. 10-7 last wild card. I think 10-7 is the most realistic prediction. I think that the guys were a bit generous. I think I was a bit conservative. I like 10-7 as a landing spot for the Raiders. I'd be really happy with that record at the end of the season. If we go 10-7 and miss the playoffs, would you guys be? I know you won't be satisfied. You want to see the playoffs, but how will you feel about this team?
It's better than 8-8.
Yeah,
that's for damn sure. Mm-hmm. So improvement is happening, and it's the way I would see it is that not everybody could turn it around from one day to the other.
Yeah,
you can't turn around this giant steamboat in the blink of an eye. It will take a minute, but once it gets going, it will get going.
Yeah.
10-7 isn't that bad. And in my opinion, that's why I had told Kenny, we can't win an extra couple games. In my opinion, the way I see it a lot of the times as well is that you kind of want to overbid a little bit,
There you go.
You kind of want to make it so it's like, it's going to happen like this so that you can get paid that 12-5. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you want, but 10-7 ain't that bad.
No.
In full honesty, because we may miss out on the playoffs, but at the same time, it shows that what we're doing is working little by little. Mm-hmm. The idea of being an emotional team has to go, and that's what Mark Davis has seen in Gruden and with Mayock as well. Yeah. The times to be, this is because I feel like this isn't happening right, and blah, blah, blah. Nah, dude. He said it himself. He knows what he knows, and he knows what he don't know.
Right.
And he's going to let the guys that he don't know step up and let them handle that business. So,
I think it would take a total catastrophe for Mark Davis to fire, Mike Mayock. Like what Bobby said, I think he feels like he has two really intelligent football guys there, and that's a big thing he doesn't have to worry about. I'm going to repeat myself a little bit here, but I'm going to add on to it. I feel like this team is made up of a lot of young talent and talent that I believe in. And one of the things I believe in most is the personalities and the personalities that make up this team. There's a lot of young leaders on this team. There's a lot of leadership qualities. So I do feel that when it clicks, this team's going to have a very strong core for the next few years. We'll find out if it clicks this year. I don't think it clicks week one, but I do think there's that potential for it to click down the stretch, and I would love to see that.
Yeah,
and I hope it's not too late.
Yeah.
Let's go to some of your phone calls. We got, I believe this is a G-Paw Raider up first. You can keep it short and sweet.
Hey,
Kenny, this is G-Paw. I wanted to speak to you because I just want to let you know that I'm all good now. Everything's cool with me at the Raiders picks. I am just fine. Just win, baby.
There we go, G-Paw.
G-Paw out.
Awesome, dude.
Good. It's good to hear you, up in spirits again, G-Paw, because you're feeling pretty. You're feeling pretty negative. I was worried about you, man. You know, I'm glad to hear you cheered up and you're feeling positive about this team, man.
I like G-Paw Raider, man. He's like every Raider fan, man. That's what I love about him. He's back down to earth. Hey, draft time's an emotional time, G-Paw.
It is, man.
It was an emotional time. Let's go over here to the 406.
Hey, pillagers and everybody. It's Exmo Raider
What's
Hey.
at Blind Athlete. Just want to get my prediction in there. You wanted to get us in there. I'm going 11-6.
Okay.
Nice.
Everything you guys are saying sounds good. I might bump it up to 12. No, I'm staying 11-6. But yeah, and if we can't do that old Burger King block party, Jim Otto style, we'll do a Jim Otto style in Vegas. Let me know what lot you guys are going to be in, because I can't afford to get in that damn building anyways.
Let us know what lot you're going to be in, because we don't know either, bro. Feel you.
We might be hopping fences, bro.
Mini block set, so I'll know what it looks like. Not done yet. It's pretty massive. I worked on it like a week. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Keep up the good work. Don't want to jabber. Been drinking them IPAs, you know.
Hey.
Let's go. Go Raiders.
All right.
Peace out, brother.
I like how Google translates wrote pillagers to Bill Rogers.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Bill Rogers.
Blind Athlete, tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that was maybe your first call.
Yeah.
Might have been a first-time caller.
Think so.
I'm gonna rack that just
Hey,
because.
rack that. Yeah, rack that.
Blind Athlete, first call, 2021, and that's gonna go in the Nesty Awards for next year.
Hey, there you go.
So I'm gonna try to get ahead of this now and bookmark these phone calls ahead of time, because if you've noticed, we haven't done the Nesties yet. It's because there's a lot of work in front of us to do that. Right? We want to do it, guys. It may be late, but it will happen for last year. I promise. We owe you guys that. But we got to come together in the
Hey,
studio
bro,
as a team.
they postponed the Olympics, bro. We could postpone the fucking Nesties for a little bit, okay?
You feel me?
Look, the real reason why this happened is we're still waiting on the tuxedos to come in the mail. You know, can't have an award show without tuxedos. You know,
They showed up, but they were Chinese sizes. You don't want to see that. Or maybe you do.
There was a lot showing, man. I'm just saying.
that's for the Patreon subscribers.
You
too
know,
much.
things have been closed down. I can't get that Brazilian wax, you know. It looked like Richard Simmons in a slingshot down there. You know what I'm saying? So,
Oh man, and we still don't have that Manscaped sponsorship. So man,
Where
you know,
at, Manscaped?
things are getting a little hairier down there. Bobby can attest.
Dude, I need help, bro. I need it.
Bobby only got one haircut last week.
That's right. I can only afford one haircut, man.
The haircut stops at the neck. That's it.
Get me out of this. Hey, Silky Slim, save us.
Hey, what's up, fellas? It's Silky Slim. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm all the way up in Pollock Pines,
Hey, we got you, man.
up past like halfway to fucking.
Bro, are you in the background? I hope that's not what I think it is.
I think that's a blinker, bro. He's our boy Silky Slim's driving that truck, bro.
That's right.
You know?
He's a hardworking man.
Thinking about the schedule, like,
Lake Tahoe or whatever, but I'm just gonna give you my overall prediction for the whole fucking season. I think we're gonna go 8-9. I think we do beat the Ravens though, like Kane said. But then hopefully Mark Davis and the Joe Pesci from fucking Casino get in that fucking minivan, pick up John Gruden, take him out to the desert, and do their thing, because man, these losing seasons, man, suck. And now we got that new stadium, so we got to start winning. But anyways, what's up? Oh, I forgot to say, what's up, Bobby, Kenny, Kane, and Chase?
Yeah.
Silky Slim again. Out.
Yeah, brother.
nice call. Nice
Good call,
call,
bro.
Hey, how crazy is Silky Slim drives with the blinker on?
I don't know if that's a blinker, bro.
I'm just gonna say it's the blinker.
When the booty starts making that clapping sound, do you A? Shout out to Shock G.
Hey, he could have been stapling papers. Right?
By the way, the answer to that question is you put a towel on the 2-inch gap under the door.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it, bro.
Now they can't hear you anymore.
Hey.
we know it's your blinker, Silky Slim. You know I got to make a joke at everything. He cleared it up in the chat. Is he making a left? Of course he's making a left, bro. He's making a left turn at Albuquerque, bro. Hey, thanks for the call, Slim. Thanks for the call, everybody. Blind Athlete, thanks for calling in. Call back.
Hell yeah.
Some of you guys were MIA. We expect you next time we get on the air. That's not going to be this weekend. As you guys know, we're pretty much in a pattern right now, every other weekend. So we will see you back very soon. I'm not sure what the next show is going to be about. We're entering a quiet time. Maybe the crow's nest. Just keep your eyes out.
Hey.
Just keep your eyes peeled.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. And if Manscaped doesn't call, it's gonna be the froze nest.
That's it. That's it.
From my chest hair all the way down to my ball fro. Yeah.
Anything you guys want to say before we get out of here today?
Nah, bro. It's been a good one. It's been a good one. We appreciate y'all joining us and throwing in your opinions in the chat. It's much appreciated. We love hearing what you guys got to say, especially when we piss you off. But yeah, man, I think you got nothing but honesty from us tonight. Okay, some of us a little bit more optimistic than others, but reality nonetheless, man. So our hopes are all the same as yours. Okay, guys, like regardless of the records that we gave you tonight, we want this team to win and we want them to make playoffs and we want them to turn this shit around. And we want them to beat all those motherfucking teams that we hate so much. Chiefs included in there at the top of the list. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're wondering, like, how come you guys ain't predicting a win right there? It's not because we don't want them to win that game. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Okay. We're just trying to be level headed here. Right. Not get over their skates and shit. You know.
And shout out to Slim for not letting me die on that hill alone, bro.
yeah. Hey,
dude, straight out.
that's appreciated too.
You said you weren't gonna get no phone calls, and look at that, bro. Shit, you got peoples, bro.
Hey,
He's Silky Slim is the president of the Kenny Stapler fan club right now.
And I'll speak for Slim. Neither one of us wants to be on that hill, okay?
Yeah.
But we're gonna stand there for now. We will revisit these picks in the bye week.
you goddamn right.
And in my heart, the Raiders are going 17-0 next year.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
there we go. Hey.
That's what I want to see. Bobby, what you got to say, man?
Oh, it's awesome being here with y'all, man. It was great to hear from Kane, knowing that he's safe. You know, doing something positive.
Yeah.
Positivity. A lot of good changes are happening, man. It's crazy because it's been very hectic this year. It hasn't been the usual consistency that we've, tried to put out there as well. But because there's a lot of changes going on, and there's a lot of craziness that's still lingering from last year's madness. But at the same time, it's a lot of positivity, man. There's a lot of good changes that are happening for everybody here, man. And so thank y'all pillagers for still hanging in there with us.
Hell yeah.
I just wish this transition back to normal was a little smoother. I was hoping for more gradual.
Yeah.
They were like, nah, rip your mask off, get back to work harder. I'm like, oh, I'm still in my basketball shorts over here. God damn.
Just trying to air it out over here, man.
That's right, yeah. Those Zoom meetings definitely helped out from the waist below.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, no, trust me, I'm fully clothed over here.
I haven't gotten dressed for work in 14 months.
There you go. There you go, man.
But anyways, man, it was great seeing you guys. Great hearing from you guys.
Absolutely.
We'll be back very soon, but that's it for this week's show. Tune in every week wherever podcasts are found. Until next week, keep the wind in your sails and the rub in your mug and pillage on, Raider Nation. This has been a production of the Crow's Nest Podcast Network. I'm Kenny Stapler, joined as always by
Your boy Che.
Bobby Wasabi.
We Out You.
Peace.
Raiders.
Just win, baby.
Like a freight train coming, you're blowing the town. Like a diesel motor, you never shut down. With your pistons pumping, you're mowing them down. It's a sight to see, they all lay their money down. When you're gone, mama, hell, you ain't acting right. When you're gone, mama, I can still the sky is gray and the night sets in, it's your cue to do it all again. Until the next time I hear your name, or write this sign to now my thoughts to remain. When you're gone, I'll be missing you. When you're gone, mama, I can still see your eyes. When you're gone, mama, this'll be my last goodbye. When you're gone, gone, when you're